Victor.
The
Are
switch.
Have we performed the not dead routine?
Yeah.
Not dead routine. All right, we're live now.
We're live.
We're live.
Oh. We are live. Yeah. So anyway, as I was trying to say, Raven,
Oh.
I have two questions before we carry on. First of all,
No.
why do you have a duck but not a raven? And second of all, why are you advertising that duck from the duck game?
Quack.
Oh,
Come on, that's oh yeah. Well, if anything else, that duck game is brilliant because you can quack on command.
yep. And you can adjust the pitch.
Waddle, waddle, waddle. Then waddle away.
No. Anyway, let's get into tonight's session, ladies and gentlemen. So last week we had a little few absences from the session, but we managed to get a good bit in. So, is everybody ready to play?
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so hopefully Caitlin will join us on the later end. Everyone, sit tight, get comfy, grab a drink. You may need one. Doesn't matter. Audience can get whatever they want. You players be nice. You players be nice. You players be nice.
Whiskey?
I'm just sitting
I'll
here
just put the
minding
good-
my own
I'll just put the
business.
Give me a bottle of that. Okay.
What?
Come over, you got some.
Anywho, ladies and gentlemen,
What's trying to be so funny? Go Bucks going.
Let's just move
Also-
on.
Also, I would like to point out one other thing before we carry on. I will hopefully be a bit more organized because after our session 0, I actually went back and learned how to use Roll20 a lot more.
Ooh.
So I've learned a lot more stuff. I still don't know to initiative order yet. Working on it!
Nah.
Anyway, I think it's time for creepy music.
Oh, great.
Yes, we shall get creepy music. But first of all, I would also like to point out one random thing because I did this. Before we carry on, I would also like to demonstrate something I picked up just before we carry on. So that way I don't have to deafen your ears. I also got this sound effect. I got the Dragon Quest level up noise, so that way I don't have to deafen your ears with a level up noise, if you get it.
Well, I didn't hear it because I'm not watching the stream right now.
No.
It was in Roll20.
Yeah, Roll20 should play it. But yeah, that's the level up noise from Dragon Quest. So if you hear that noise at any point, it means you'll level up. So just in case as a heads up.
Yeah, okay.
But I will mention if you leveled up as well. All right. Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready to play?
One more thing.
Yes.
Next
Ready,
encounter.
buddy.
Flack.
Get on with it.
Oh, I do love this group. Get on with it.
Get on with it.
Do we level up yet?
No. If you're
Bullshit.
if you're good in this session, maybe you will. Anyway.
So we're not
ladies-
going to level up. Thanks.
Shut up. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to begin tonight's episode of Perception Check.
Yay.
Let's do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, last time on Perception Check, the Hope Finders, having arrived in Creo, or within the vicinity of it, managed to get through the southern mountain boundaries rather easily with a few hiccups. They picked up a new friend along the way, in Topaz Lightning, a resident from Creo, and with the situation pushed dire with the sudden notice of Trilly's brother, Verdant, managed to come up with a bit of a plan to get Verdant to safety, but not without a couple of hiccups along the way. Mainly, accidentally, Magnus causing an entire town to give him the glare. So, on the last session exactly, the rest of the Hope Finders managed to arrive to catch up to Magnus and Trilly, as well as Verdant, and you managed to find out a bit of what was going on with the organizing of the festival, the Festive of the Fist. While this was going on, Topaz had been made personal bodyguard, or rather babysitter, by the word of Topaz herself, in the form of babysitting Magnus to make sure he wasn't going to cause some trouble with the blade. Meanwhile, after all of you reconvened and met up in the local inn, thanks, Liam. I can't. I just realized Raven's gonna have such fun with that fucking text. Be nice. Anyway,
No.
you all managed to get your information, and you had been given permission to take it easy during the day. Whether it was gather supplies, do what you wish, you all had your own devices to do. Trip led the charge to getting some information at the local library in order to gain a little bit of information on not only Diablos, but see if there was a couple of information required on local dragons. You didn't find much about that, but you did find out a special fact that Diablos, the Chaos King, to give that little nickname if I didn't pass that before, was somehow related to the Dragon Shard or the Dragon Protector of Creo. In the process of this, you managed to get a bit of information and make your way back. In the process of this, Magnus was having a fun time at the local bar, and after he got his pants pulled down, as well as two hooligans who decided to drunkily sing a merry song and deal with him by throwing him behind the bar, he managed to pay off a cask, and you eventually met up with some of the rest of your comrades to make it back to the inn for the rest of the night. Now, I realized we never got to some of the other members of the group who weren't there, but I asked Raven, who said that he wanted Liam to have a bit of... well, what did you want to have your character do at this point, Raven?
Well, he was just helping some people in shops. Probably some business automation or something like that.
In which case, I've said that Liam earned himself 20 gold for his services. But altogether for those shops, by the way, not 20 per shop. And Caitlin said she was going to have a look around for a potion. Heidi, what were you doing, just to verify the last bits of the day?
I think I was out looking for information about the Staff of Jirai.
Staff of Jirai, yeah, and I believe we confirmed that there was nothing of note.
Yep. Yep.
Wrong city.
Oh, okay. So, well, you never know. All right, but with that said, the night comes to you all. Oh yeah, I realized the other thing as well. Trilly was looking after Verdant, and Trilly had a lovely encounter with her queen, who came to visit in the cat form to mention that something was chasing her of some kind, or some kind of threat, before vanishing off. That's the last bit of thing there. I realize I've gone through everybody. I think so, everybody. Yes. Yeah, I made sure. All right. So, at this point, the night is up for all of you. If there's anything anybody wants to do. Otherwise, if there's nothing else, we can call it for the night on this day, and we can go into the Festive of the Fist in the following day.
Sure. I mean, it's night, so it means I get to change my spells around, so... I'll go change my spells around.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, if anyone has anything they wish to do, say I now. Okay.
Okay.
Answers that question. I guess we're all going into the festivities right now. Hey!
Yes.
I get to have my fun. All right, so creepy music gets to go off right now.
Yay.
Huzzah!
All right. Yep, I'm going to put on this track, if it will load up for me. There we go. What? I've got Final Fantasy IX on the brain, I'm sorry.
It's like you have played it
No.
earlier before.
All right, so the morning comes to you all. You've all had your long rest, so if anyone has not recovered their self or they want to change their spells around... Oh yeah, one other factor I forgot to mention, but it actually commences at the first day. Trip Shield.
Yes.
In the morning, just as you're waking up, you hear there's a knock on your door.
Oh. Like that.
Yeah, hang on. Damn it, I can't do the best with this wood. I can't do... You know what? Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Yeah, there you go. Knock. Knock on door.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking for something real quick, but I can't find it. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? See this one? No, that's too big. I'm looking for a certain spell, but I can't find it. So I'm like, oh, wait, there it is. Oh.
There you go.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, no, that's not it either, but... Oh, that's new. Okay, never mind. Whatever. We'll just move on.
Okay, yeah. So there's a knock on your door just as you wake up in your inn room.
Trip slowly rubs her eyes for a moment. Not eyes, and then gets up and slowly walks over to the door, and she opens it.
Okay, you open it, and there, standing in the doorway, you see Mayor Argonaut.
Oh, hang on, important phone call.
Oh, great! Great! Apparently he has Star Trek technology. So what's the tricorder say about Trip Shield?
Well, the question is, I'd like to let you know that if any of your suit are wearing red, they're in trouble.
Anyhow,
we all know the red suit. We all know the red suits die first.
So first,
I'm not a Trekkie.
Okay. First, she looks a bit tired around. So it's like, looks of course at her height first, and then looks a little bit down, and it looks all the way down. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning, Trip. I apologize on having to disturb you this fine morning, but I've caught wind on something, and I think it's best if I pass on to you, or rather, inquire with you.
She rubs her eyes again, getting the rest of the gunk out of her eyes. Like, sure, come in. She lets him into the room.
That's the best I could do for her. He's a dwarf. I'm trying to make him seem short. Anyway,
Oh my god, he works like that.
Okay, and she closes.
He's got a suit. Fine.
And she closes the door behind him, just because clearly he wants to talk in private, and she understands at least that.
Okay, I appreciate it. Now, Trip. I understand yesterday that one of my guards from outside of the city said that they saw you outside as the last of the town's guests were making their way into the fair city. Something about a fey creature magic trick.
Oh. So it's like, yeah, about that. And she looks towards the bed, because guess what? She didn't dismiss him.
Yeah, Volcanus is still there on the bed, fast asleep.
And then she points to the bed. She's like, well, you can see it for yourself.
Trip. Trip, what are you doing? What am I doing out for someone else? And you see Argonaut just go, Is that what I think it is?
Indeed, it is Crimson, the dragon familiar. She pretty much says it bluntly like that. So like, yeah, she likes the act.
What? He just looks up like, what? No, never mind. Look, I just came because it's the custom of the ones being dragged into the acts of the show. I need to make sure it's all perfectly fine. In the case of this, and I've never heard of anyone with a dragon familiar, I had to make sure that this wasn't some kind of trick.
She scratches the back of her head. Yeah, it all became a bit accidental. We were having a talk, people saw it, and well, we sort of performed an act.
You just see him rub his face and just like, first it was the half-orc and now the furborg. I'm wondering about this group so much. No, that's fine as long as people don't see it as a real trip. just a question. Did you say yes that you were doing this?
I said maybe, and they said they would discuss it with you, so...
Well, that is why I'm here right now. If you wish to perform, you have the permission to do so, in which I will give you your allocated time slot and you may perform. If you wish.
You can see Trip pondering it, and then she looks at the red dragon.
He just shrugs.
Well, and then she looks at the mayor and asks him, wouldn't it be spectacular to have some sort of dragon familiar flying around using magic flames?
It would, but nonetheless, I know that this is a dragon, and of course, dragons aren't really known for putting fancy shows. When you think of magic acts, I'm pretty sure it's the standard pick a card or thaumaturgy or whatever that spell is, and also pulling rabbits out of hats.
One moment, I need to recall the name of a character. Our wizard friend. Our wizard friend. I forgot the name for a moment as a player. So I'm like, no!
Yeah, he's not here.
Yeah, well, we did travel with a wizard for a while, so if he heard that, he would probably be unhappy. But I'll let you ultimately decide, Mayor, because it is your festival after all.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. If you want to perform, you will be the opening act of the ceremony.
She thinks for a moment, then nods and holds out her hand. It's a deal.
Very well. You watch as this tiny dwarf hand just goes to Furball, and at first he's a little reluctant because he's like, whatever. The point being is, if that's what you wish, very well. I will at least tell you how this will go, so at least you're aware and you can prepare yourself. Mm-hmm. There is a bell chimer in the middle of the town square. When the bells chime, that is when the session begins. We will have an opening ceremony where a speech will be made by myself. Then we will have a ceremony that will be led by Deezen as well as his star pupil Topaz. They will launch the opening ceremony prayer. As this occurs, after that, we will then commence the opening festivities where everyone go off and you will perform first on the stage in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm. Trip says not. And where exactly is the stage?
The stage is right in front of the statue.
Okay. She nods and pretty much knows where it is because,
yeah.
Magnus.
Well, literally, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
You'll come right out the inn and you'll see it right in front of you.
Alright, yeah, she's nice. Okay. So right then. I will prepare myself for that then.
Very well. I don't care what tricks you do, just, don't cause any trouble. And he turns and walks to the door. And as he grabs the handle, he goes, oh, and one more thing. If you see that half-orc companion of yours, tell him I'll be watching his performance very carefully. And he walks out the door.
Trip blinks for a moment and then of course looks at her red dragon companion. It seems that Magnus is in more trouble than we thought he is.
And to think I'm one of the bad guys, apparently. and he just all curls up and just goes back to sleep.
Is he curling up like a cat does?
Yes, yes he is. He's just pretending to act like a familiar, so he's just curling up like he's some kind of house pet.
Why, but it's funny visualizing this dragon curling up like a cat.
My campaign, my
work. How to train your dragon? They behave exactly like him. So.
And they're very great at smiling. Anyway, That movie's great. Anyway, so at this point, the rest of you all wake up, and at this moment, you have some time before the ceremony begins. In fact, if it's anything to go on, you have about 2 hours from this point before the ceremony begins. So if there's anything anybody wants to do, I will let you guys do that now. Whether it's commerce with each other, whether it's to go off and explore, check out things, go back to bed for a bit longer, whatever you want to do. So if anyone has anything they wish to do, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Hey, this ain't no wedding ceremony.
Okay, so what was the question?
Del, yeah, that just proves how much Del's been paying attention.
Sorry.
If you
Love
want,
you
we
too.
have 2 hours to do anything before the ceremony starts.
So if you want to talk with anybody, you want to deal with anything, you want to look around, let me know now.
I know what I want Zillion to do.
Okay, well, you can go first then.
Okay, Okay, so considering that there are festivities going on, I want Zillion to be able to do a performance, but I'm gonna have. Okay, Okay, so I want Zillion to go find someone and ask where he can perform.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'll
say
say based on your history of being the bard, you find out in this scenario from a local guards that you need to talk to the local mayor to gain an invitation. So you need to find Argonor. But I'll say based on how things. You know what? I'll say you're able to just catch him just as he's coming out the inn. So I'll let you have one chance to do this.
Oh, alrighty.
Because I'm in a good mood.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So the
Thank
mayor's
you,
in a
that's
good
very
mood.
generous.
Hey! I heard that.
I heard nothing.
Okay. I'm just catching him, right?
Yeah, he's literally just going out the door at this point. So if you want to speak to him, you have to get his attention.
I'm Mayor Argonaut.
Oh, hello. Zillion, right?
That you'd be right.
What can I do for you? I presume you got my attention for something.
Yes. I was thinking, since we're gonna be here for the festivities and all, I was wondering if you knew a place where I could perform here during the festivities.
You wish to perform during the festival? Tell me, what performance would you bring, if you mind my asking?
I know how to. Well, let's see. I currently have a lute and a flute. I have a few songs that I've written, and what.
Well, before I can do so, I need to hear your chance to perform. Could you do a little demonstration for me?
Of course.
Performance check.
Well, already figured.
First roll of the night.
Performance.
Oh, one moment. Opening the chat box.
It is 27.
27. Okay. Almost like it's a duck to water. You just. What instrument are you performing?
I'm performing with lute.
With the lute. Okay. Almost like you were taking this gentle tone. Despite just waking up and just catching, you're able to perform a very serene and beautiful melody. You actually watch as Argonaut generally just closes his eyes and generally just sways in time of your music. He just goes, oh, that was beautiful. That was amazing.
Thank you. I've practiced for years.
Well, in that case, you will be happy to perform. We mostly have the music acts perform during day 2 of the festivities. So, what I would like you to do is you could perform during the second day of the festivities, during the sword fighting competition. You could be the opening act.
Oh, really?
I think with a performance like that, I should say so.
Thank you very much. This is a great honor.
Just don't forget, though, because I do have the other act in time, and, well, I have to at least let them know that they're not the opening act anymore. And you watch as he walks out the building. he just turns and walks out rather gleefully.
Thank you, Mayor.
He waves as he walks off. Not even looking, just like, cool. All right.
Well, I was not expecting that to happen.
You're telling me that was beautiful. You watch as you see the tabaxi that's currently running the counter, just cleaning the glasses.
Well, thank you. I'll admit it's been a while since I've had a stage performance.
Well, you picked a good time for it. Anyway, you might want to get the rest of your companions if you want to get something before the festivities start. Otherwise, this is gonna be interesting to get a seat.
Well, all right.
All right.
I just head up the stairs.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything?
Well, Trip has to do
I
one
have
thing.
just woken up at this point, so I'm probably gonna be exiting out of the room and heading downstairs for a bite to eat.
Okay. So Ursula for bite to eat. Liam, you were saying something?
I'm going to check if I can join something.
Oh, okay. What are you wishing to do?
Oh, any competitions? What's available?
Oh, all right. Were you there when we talked about what the events were?
Nope.
All right. Okay. So, in short, the short version is that the Festive of the Fist is a 3-day competition. The first event is mostly the events take place where there are no weapons involved. It's mostly like arm wrestling and odd sort of scraps with things, mostly with like punches and kicks and things. So in other words, it's basically the day to test off physical strength. The second day is mostly where they have like sword displays and sword competitions and weapon fighting, as well as standard other events. This is kind of like sparring, showing off tricks and stuff like that. And then the third day is their grand event that they go through, which is, if I remember correctly, my details here. Let's see. Does anyone remember what was the proper name I gave the event? I can't remember what I properly called it.
Festive of the Fist.
Was it just that you just the third day event?
I'm gonna look it up.
All right.
I think it was the hunt.
The Hunt.
Which one?
It did have something to do with Hunt, I think.
Yeah. You know what? I think Lena has it because I gave her the details to explain to everybody.
Yeah.
I apologize, everybody.
Yeah, sorry about... Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about this.
It's all right. While she gets the name, the best way I could describe it, Liam, is it's basically the crowning achievement of the competition, where it's basically a huge hunt of some kind, where the mayor will give 3 random creatures, and the person who brings back either the most, the rarest, or whatever topic he deems as worthwhile is the winner, and is crowned the winner of the festival.
Okay, I found it.
Oh, what's it called?
It's called the Hunt of Glory.
There you go.
I'm back.
Hunt of Glory. Welcome back.
Welcome back,
Thank
Mel.
you. Thank you for that name. I almost forgot that there. Hunt of Glory. You know what? I'm going to quickly write that down before I forget.
I found a way around that last bit. Well, most legendary?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I just found a way around this.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
the
Magnus,
creature is
you
during
do
the hunt,
realize
though.
that you are going to be the one hunted, right?
I'm hunting, I know. Hunting.
You don't know yet. You don't know yet. All right.
Heidi, I have one thing to say.
What?
You are devious and I love you for it.
Damn right.
Hey, I'm the rogue class for a reason, girl.
Now we'll see what happens. It's a D&D. Anything can happen. All right, but yes, there is the Hunt of Glory, which is basically that, Liam.
Okay, so I'm guessing that Magnus is going to do the first day event.
That is a good question. All right, so Magnus, I forgot to mention about your invitation.
Yes.
So, In short, I forgot to mention this, and this is an important fact I forgot to bring up. So that's me as a DM. I forgot to mention that there are four colored invitations, and depending on the color of the invitation, indicates what events you can partake in if you get one as a special request from the mayor. If you get a red one, it is the first day events. If it's a blue one, the second day events. If it's a green one, the third day events. And if you get a gold one, it is a all 3-day invitation.
Which one did I get?
You have a gold one.
Alright, I'm doing all 3 days.
Well, technically how it works is it's an invitation that allows you to partake in any of the events. If you don't want to partake in any events on that day, you don't have to do it, but essentially you can just walk up and say, here's my invitation, it's a gold seal, here I am. Like that. But that's basic if you get invited. But I can also say that this is also an open competition for others, so you can enter any of them, but there is a cash entry to enter each event.
So I'm guessing I got no invitations?
No. At the minute, Chopper's character is the only one with an invitation because, well, he has something he needs to prove, so the mayor's just decided, fine, prove yourself.
How much
Like
is
that.
the entry money?
It would depend. It depends on the event. But in fact, I will tell you right now that if you want to any of the day one events, this goes to anybody, by the way, if anybody wants to. If you don't have an invitation, the arm wrestling competition is 1 gold entry. If you're entering the sumo wrestling, it is a 2 gold entry. And if you're entering the cable toss, that is also 2 gold entry.
Yeah, I'm not partaking in any of those.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm going sumo.
Oh!
Oh, I know what he's gonna do.
Oh boy.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
This is Raven going, come on, Brownie, let's see your events. Give me this one.
Let's freaking do it.
Yes! Okay, so this goes for anyone. So at this point, by the way, if you want to go and do the register for the tournament, you have to do it after the ceremony. But the idea is you have to do it at the beginning of each day. So if you're going to enter any of these 3 events for like arm wrestling and such, you have to do it on day 1. Day 2, you have to do the registration on the opening ceremony there. And the Hunt of Glory, you get the idea. It's kind of that way they can prepare things for the start of the day. So, at this point, does anyone else have anything else to do, or is anyone else just taking things easy until the beginning?
No, I still have to. As Trip still has to do at least 2 to 3 things, depending on what happens.
Okay. Just check with everyone else if anyone else has anything to do. Does anyone else have anything before we get to Cot's list?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay, nothing for Lena, nothing for Heidi. Aeon has his hand up.
How is Verdant feeling at the moment?
Verdant right now, he's well, make a medicine check.
Oh god.
Yeah, make a medicine check. Let's see if you can tell how he is this morning.
Excuse me.
Let's see
No
if this works.
He's supposed
Secret word of the day!
I don't think that worked. Right, stuff it.
15.
Oh, it works. Oh, cool.
What's the number?
15.
15.
Yep, it's 15.
Thank you. All right, yep. He's looking pretty good. It looks like that long rest that he had waking up there. He looks fine. He's still sort of a bit palish on the face, but it's more like the fact of that the blood is still circulating through his body and trying to heat up still. But you're able to at least determine he's breathing at a normal, steady pace.
It's been a fair while since Trilly's seen her brother. She's gonna invite him to come watch the Festival of the Fists.
Okay. I'll say at this point, yeah, I'll say he wakes up a bit and he's just like, I've never been to a festival outside of our home world before. This should be fun.
Yeah, me neither. Let's go have some fun.
Yeah. And Verdant just happily just sort of stays with you at this point. All right, Kotlol, what's your list?
First up, Trip first prepares for the day. Then she gets Volcanus, aka Crimson, to be on her shoulder or head, wherever he likes. Yeah, we're gonna do the Pikachu thing. Hashtag growing charged.
Heidi, when did you make that?
In art class. Yeah.
I've had this for a long time. I'm surprised you didn't notice.
I may have noticed it, but I don't remember it that big.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Well, I just moved it in front of my microphone.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh,
Heidi,
it's
lift it up
close.
to Lena.
Let me see. Oh, cool.
That's cool. It's
All
you
right,
put it really
but
close,
yeah.
okay? And then
Okay, yeah.
she goes
So,
to Yeah.
I was just say Crimson's able to do so. So yeah, he's on your shoulder, but he doesn't look like he's completely happy with it.
So, look, she looks good. Would you rather to be somewhere else? Would you rather sit
Well,
somewhere else?
I mean, I'm your familiar apparently, so I'll follow your lead. Anything to prevent me from being a next person's pelt.
Don't worry, I will still get you that meat that I promised.
You bet. You better. You watch as smoke slowly comes out of his nostrils.
Chip just
This is going to go without incident.
gives a small nervous smile, but then heads out of the room and goes to Magnus's room.
Magnus's room. Okay.
Knock, 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 knock.
What?
Can I roll a perception check?
Just to see if you can hear him snoring.
No, if I can smell the alcohol on him.
I never opened the door.
Yeah, he hasn't opened the door. You know what? I'll say Magnus can make the perception check to see if he can hear your knocking over his snoring.
Very good point, actually.
Actually, that's a
Yeah.
better point.
Perception check with perception.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It won't be the first time Magnus has been drunk off his balls.
I've missed all.
Jesus, tired this time.
Yeah, I've missed all of you.
He missed you.
17.
I can't.
We love you
17.
too.
Aww. 17. Yeah, you're able to just about hear the end of Trips knocking on the door.
What time is it?
At that point, as you turn to look, you see the sun just glare you in the eyes.
Oh, great. Now I gotta deal with this.
Magnus.
Huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, our resident drunk for today.
No, I'm not really. No.
Hangover.
Well,
He's
it's
not
tired.
Weird.
Yeah, he's not.
Rest in peace,
Alright.
Bugbeard.
Yeah, so Magnus, you hear the end. You actually do hear the knocking from Trip, so it's your point if you wish to respond or not.
Yeah, I'll respond.
All right.
I walk over to the door and open up. I was like, "Oh, Trip, what's it?" Oh, hello, Volcanus.
Hello.
He-
Or should that be good morning? I guess.
What time is it?
Well, everyone else sort of woke up, but that's not why we're here.
We're here to deliver a message from the mayor.
Okay.
Yes, he's actually doing it. It seems the mayor is gonna watch your every event you do very closely.
Oh, great.
So, try not to cause any big problems, please.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, trust me. If it's anything about trouble, we've kind of got ourselves into something, but not as much as what I think you've caused with that blade issue.
Hey, man. I was just showing it off. That's basically the reason I got in trouble. Had I known that it destroyed a village, I wouldn't have done anything. In fact, this blade wouldn't even be on my hip right now. But but the fact that I've used it so much means I'm keeping it. So,
Man. You watch as Crimson just sort of adjusts himself.
Volcanus.
Trip shoulders.
Yeah, he's got.
Well, I'm naming it. Said Crimson for the moment, so it's up to you which name you want to name.
Yeah. Also, Trip's going to say that. Like, also, Volcanus in this form is called Crimson to not scare the crowds.
okay.
The short version, if you're wondering, Trip had a conversation with me yesterday and forgot to watch for the other performers, and they thought I was a familiar.
Oh man, this is gonna be great.
Yeah, so now,
let me guess. You guys are performing now?
yeah, opening act.
Oh my god, this is gonna be fantastic.
At that point, Zelion, you just hear the words "opening act" from Volcanus as you you sort of round the bottom of the stairs.
But
Question.
what? Opening act?
Wait. We got questions.
Yes,
Am I still downstairs grabbing a bite to eat?
I'll say you're able to just notice Zelion catching his eye looking up the stairs.
I look at Zelion like, what's going on?
Yeah. Wait, hold up. Am I just going? Wait. Okay, so.
All right, sorry. Let me rephrase this. You guys are on the rooms there, and there's a staircase that leads downstairs into the dining area. And basically, at the top of the stairs is essentially where Magnus's room was. It's the first room as you come up. So if Zelion's looking from up the stairs, you can see the back end of Trip and the back end of Crimson, or Volcanus, technically.
And I just heard them say something about an opening act.
Yep, and Ursula has heard that.
Right. Wait. What's this about an opening act?
Oh, hey Trip. Looks like the party showed up below you.
Alright.
Trip turns around and looks down and sees Zelion. Oh, hey, Zelion.
I just look at Trip, then of Volcanus. Care to explain?
We're sort of the opening act for today with Crimson, pointing to Volcanus, doing some lovely acts in front of the audience.
Okay.
Ursula's just gonna go back to her drink. I'm not hearing any of this.
The short version is we talked, people saw, we deceived. Now look.
Deception's my job, you familiar. I say that tauntingly.
Congratulations. Well, congratulations, I suppose. Just be careful, okay?
We will.
By the way, at this point, I'd also like to point out, Topaz, you have now entered the inn to acquire your babysitting job. So you've just entered the tavern, and you see Zelion at the bottom of the stairs at this point as you enter. So if there's anything you wish to do, or if you want to just stand there, it's up to you.
Well, I look up at the staircase and I see Magnus, and I'm like, great, my babysitting job again.
You also see Trip with Crimson.
Yeah. You see Trip before you see Magnus, who's basically behind him at this point. In a way, I guess the way you could put it is you're here, Zelion is a bit above you, the staircase, then there's Trip, and Magnus is just behind there, kind of like that, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well then,
Yeah.
I noticed Trip, and I noticed is the red dragon around her neck?
Yes.
It's just it's around the neck, kind of perched around it. I suppose the best way to put it, it's kind of like if you have a scarf, it's just decorating the back of his neck.
He's still trying to find a spot that's comfy, and currently it's around the neck.
Okay. Okay. Okay, what the heck is that around your neck?
At that point, all of you notice. At that point, those who are in the area notice Topaz.
Mm. Oh. Hello.
Hi.
Trip. Should I do my thing? I guess.
Trip whispers, go ahead.
At that point, Crimson turns to look at you, hops off, and stands there and goes, "Hey there, I'm Crimson the Familiar."
Nice to meet you.
Ursula just face palms and just like, oy vey.
Why do I get the feeling like... What? Juju. Where did you come from?
Oh, he looks back up at you, Trip.
He came from my homeland. He was sent by my village to assist me.
Yeah, and I managed to eventually find her. Oh, it was a hassle.
Ursula just pulled her hood over her head and she's like, I'm gonna associate myself with these clowns.
I'm just gonna go back downstairs and just.
You are already downstairs, technically.
Yeah, you're already downstairs.
All right. I guess I headed back downstairs. I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, no, you were at the bottom of the stairs. You looked up the stairs to see them.
I guess I'm just gonna join Ursula at the table.
All right.
I then look at the tiny dragon with the sweat drop, and I'm thinking to myself, why do I have difficulty believing this?
You can roll insight.
You know what, Lena? Roll an insight check. Go ahead, Lena. Roll insight.
Wait. Who is she inciting? The dragon or Trip?
Good question. Yeah, who are you inciting, Lena? Is it Trip or the dragon?
I would say the dragon.
Okay, insight check. You know what? Because it's a dragon, I'll say you need to get higher than a 16. Let's see if she pulls it off.
No, I didn't. It's a 12.
No, not quite.
No.
You get the feeling of something amiss, but you're unable to determine if this is part of an act or part of true. Basically, you're able to determine something's amiss, but you're not sure if it's just them putting on an act for the sake of something or cover up or whatever, if that makes sense.
That's why I was saying, why do I have difficulty believing this?
That makes sense. At that point, Crimson just looks and goes, anyway, I think that you guys should probably get some food, I think. Anyway, what brings you here, Miss Tabaxi?
Okay, first of all, my name is Topaz. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I'll do my best to remember. I truly am sorry.
And I'm looking for the half-orc that I was tasked with babysitting.
Trip steps aside.
You mean that one? And he points up the stairs at Magnus.
Yeah. And I look back, I look down at the dragon and say, yeah, him.
Fair enough. Don't worry. We'll leave you two alone. Trip, I suppose we should get ready for the show.
Yes, I still have to keep my promise. And Trip slowly goes down the stairs.
Dexterity check!
Uh-oh.
Oh.
One moment, time to turn it on.
Trip just said the secret word of the day!
Oh, no.
I can hardly see what I'm doing because I have a cat in front of me.
No.
Natural 20!
Right, yeah.
Oh, wow!
Wow.
Oh!
I can't remember the last time. I don't think you've ever got a nat 20 on dexterity before.
No, I did once, when I was about to get hit by a card. Remember?
Oh, right, yes. That's right, yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, so just as you look at the steps and go, no, I know what I'm doing this time, you grab hold of the side and you slowly literally just etched yourself down the wall like that.
That's for that 20?
But no, well, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. You're actually, you know what? Forget it. You're able to go down the stairs rather effectively, just
Okay.
almost normally.
Yeah.
Oh,
In fact, for the first time ever, looking quite proud.
huh. Anyway, we'll be heading out now, so, you have good luck with keeping Magnus out of trouble, okay?
Yeah, thanks a lot.
See you later. And you watch as Crimson just hops back on Trip.
And she heads out of the inn.
Okay.
I can't believe I have to babysit this guy.
All right.
Luck.
All right. So, does anyone else have anything they wish to do, or do I assume everyone's getting food at this point as well?
I'm still there trying to be inconspicuous.
All right.
I'm just hanging out with Ursula.
No worries. Aeon, Raven, Chopper, what are you guys doing?
Probably just helping Verdant downstairs to get something to eat.
Okay, fair enough. No worries, Chopper. By the way, Chopper, at this point, I just noticed you're back there. At this point, Chopper, Topaz is at the bottom of the stairs looking at you.
Morning. Or what time it is.
A quick question for the DM. What time is it in game right now?
Right now, it is currently about 9:30-ish.
So it was in morning.
Yes, 9:30 in the morning. So, in short, you have at this point about just over about an hour and a half, based on everything else being set up and getting food and things, before the ceremony's supposed to start.
Alright, Magnus is getting his armor on.
All right.
Rough night, I guess.
Do you choose to respond? She's talking. Yeah, she said rough night to you, Magnus.
You can say that. Got thrown at a wall, and a table, and a cask. I didn't know elves were that freakishly strong.
I didn't think to myself, well, serves him right.
You're just thinking this, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just thinking this. I'm just thinking this to myself. I'm thinking
Okay.
3 words. I'm thinking 3 words, which are serves you right.
Fair enough. All right. So, is there anything else? Anything else going on there?
Nothing I can think of.
All right. So I'll say, for the sake of levity, everyone's able to get themselves some food. Topaz, are you joining in the food, or are we going to have it that you got something before coming in?
I had my breakfast before coming in.
Okay. So for those who are going to eat at the inn, 1 silver piece for food, if you wish to have it.
Alrighty.
Alright.
So knock off 1 silver for those who wish to eat at the inn.
I'm looking at the silver.
Yeah, Topaz, you're fine. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, no,
I'll
because
say-
as I said, I had my breakfast before I came into the inn.
Yeah, not only that, it's your home residence, so you technically have a home.
That's true.
Yep. All right. So, I'll say at this point, you guys get yourselves ready off, and if anyone has any last-minute things they want to do, otherwise, we'll get right to the opening ceremony.
Well, I have to know how much meat I'm paying for Crimson's breakfast, because she...
Oh. All right. I'll say you're able to find a butcher's before the whole thing starts, and I'll say you've got a choice of paying either 10 silver, 15 silver, or 25 silver for a hunk of meat.
I take the fancy meat.
Okay, 25 silver.
Mhm.
So yeah, I presume you're just giving that to Crimson straight away.
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then...
Well, hang it, Dragon's got to eat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
even small ones. But then she will say something to, at least when she checks the environment, she will tell something to Crimson. I'm also hoping this act will help strengthen the bond between dragons and humans.
So that explains why you're eager to do this too.
Trip nods to him.
Fair enough.
Hey, look.
This meat's good though. Now then, what are we doing?
Same thing we do every night. No, I'm kidding.
It's a dragon. What can I say? I don't think it cares about table manners. All right. So,
Okay.
at this point, if all of you have nothing else that you wish to do and you're going straight for this ceremony, is that the case?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Indeed.
All right. So at this point, the center of the town, right in front of the statue, you all see before you a luxurious-looking marble-style stage. It looks like it'd been recently set up because of how it's not fully in place, but you see this marble-looking area, and in the front of it, you see 3 sand pits in the form of circles, all decorated with a large rope going along the outside of them. And as all this is going on, give me a second here. Let's see. I'm getting my music. Please excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I planned this. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Sorry.
Dead.
Revive. There we go. All right. So, you all notice this marble stage, all of you there. And you watch as you see on the top of the stage, you see the mayor who's just currently looking over a few things and such. At this point, crowds are beginning to gather. And you then look and see what looks like a big, muscular looking.
What the? Oh no. Hello? Apparently my Discord is freaking out. Is my internet still working? Am I still live? Yeah, I'm still live. Okay. Discord problems, people! Give it a moment! I have no idea... Stand by. I'm gonna... We have no idea what it's about. What the hell? Discord. I'm checking with... Seems supposed to be fine. Let's check Twitter real quick. Nothing. Okay, let me check if Discord works on my phone. Yes, it does. So it's just my PC. Give me a moment. Guys?
Oh, welcome back.
I'm not back because my Discord isn't working on my PC for some unknown reason. But, it is working on my phone, which is awkward for the stream. Oh, I'm back. Never mind. Okay, never mind. My PC's back now.
That dropped saying something.
I see
I
something
think-
Yeah, I'm
on
back.
the stream.
Doug.
Yeah, that's why I warned you guys. I literally, my Discord just suddenly popped.
Yeah, I saw the message because I heard the notifications, but unfortunately I've got like Discord open up. I should probably minimize Discord at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second
But
here. Give me a second to minimize.
technical
so I can-
difficulties, people. So I was you were explaining
worries.
the marble stage, and then and no one in stream
Yeah,
heard that.
okay. So yeah, in short, you see a bunch of different figures looking around, some tall, some short, male, female, basically characters of many different kinds and races. Essentially put, this is in your minds that some of you have seen this. This is the first time some of you have seen a bigger unity of all these races coming together for one simple cause. Obviously, you guys have your quest at the minute with the unity escapade going on, but for some, this is showing a different kind of unity that brings everyone together for joy. At this point, the figure rings the bell one more time. Doom, doom. And at that point, Mayor Argonaur walks forward. And at this point, Topaz. At this point, Dezen comes up behind you, taps you on the shoulder, and goes, "We need to get to the stage. It's our cue shortly."
Sir.
All right. And at that point, he looks over at you, Mugbeard, and just does a nod, just like...
No?
Mugbeard.
Oh, not Mugbeard, damn it! Magnus!
Oh.
Aldrich!
First off, that's a dead person. Second off, that's a completely different person in size,
Yeah.
stature, and everything.
Okay, I was about to say, how can Decent see the dead?
To be fair, Mugbeard would be totally down.
Anyway, so yeah, he looks over at you, Magnus, and just has this sort of...
Would it be the I'm watching you look?
Yeah, kind of, but he's giving you a nod to at least know you're there, as it was. So, at this point, what are you doing, Lena?
I'm gonna follow Decent to the stage.
Okay, so you go to the stage. The rest of you see Topaz go with Deezen on the side of the stage, and you're standing on the left side. At this point, also, Trip, one of the guards actually is looking in your direction, and you recognize it's the guard who called you out earlier from going off to there. And he looks at you and just goes...
Okay. Trip moseys on closer.
You're going on after the ceremony fully ends. Do you understand?
She nods.
All right. Wait with me right here. All right. So at this point, to the rest of you, you watch as Mayor Argonaur steps forward and just does a sort of... My fellow inhabitants of Creo, guests and living, welcome to our annual Festive of the Fist. For those who are new here, I welcome you for the first time with open arms. And hopefully at the end of all this, clenched fists. For those who are here returning, I welcome you both with bravery and maybe a little lack of smartness for thinking it's gonna be the same.
Oh.
But at this scenario, Heidi, are you really doing this?
The rogue is being a rogue,
Just
people.
gonna rogue, Brownie.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh god, she's gonna pickpocket one of...
Okay.
Wait. Brownie?
Yes.
Who does she pickpocket first?
That is a very good question. Well, there's a large crowd around you at this point.
Because you say you're talking including Magnus. That means Magnus has to react if it's one of the first pickpockets or react later.
Yeah, well, you know what? In this case, Heidi, make a stealth check to get into position without being
Also,
seen.
doesn't
first.
Magnus have like Sentinel abilities at this point?
Do you?
I have Sentinel reaction.
I mean, you can if you get the chance to notice Heidi move away.
It's not Ultra Instinct.
Tell you
She's
what.
away from me. She's getting basically
I'll tell you what.
grabbed by the...
In this scenario, Heidi, make a stealth check. Magnus, make a perception check.
Give me a second.
if
It's the name of the show.
yeah, he said the name of the show. Yay!
Okay.
18.
18.
So
He's gotta be 18.
yeah, to at least notice.
So that's a perception check, you said?
Yes.
Yep.
The name of the show.
Yeah,
Good thing.
that's the name of the show.
Oh, 6. Okay, yeah. At this point, Magnus, as you come to your senses and think, hang on a minute, there's a lot of people. You turn around and you see Ursula's already gone.
How much gold did she steal from me?
I didn't
all
steal
of
anything
it.
yet. I haven't made the
Yeah.
pickpocket move yet.
Yeah, well, the question is, did you want to steal from Magnus, or were you stealing from other people in the crowd?
I won't steal from Magnus first yet. I won't steal from him yet.
Oh, no.
Chopper will sleep with one eye open tonight. All right. So, I'll say you find a couple of people. You know what? Make a sleight of hand check to see if you can steal without being spotted. Just remember, there are a lot of people. 21. Okay.
Oh, I want that shit roll.
You find a fancy-looking gentleman of some kind, who, from the looks of this, you look like is the equivalent of a manager of some kind. You managed to steal from him. I'll actually have to roll for this. You know what? Let's have some fun. You steal 4 gold pieces from him.
Fun.
So yes, you steal 4 gold pieces. Yeah, he doesn't even notice at this point. Alright, as this is going on, Argonaut just looks and goes, "Now, for those who are unaware, here are our festivities for this year. Day 1 will be our chance for the families to enjoy some time together, as well as to test the bulk of the arms with an arm wrestling competition. Then followed up by the sumo. Then to end the day, the caber toss. That's tree throwing for those who don't know big words." And you see people laugh in response to this. Then, day 2 will be our clash of blades. We'll have sword fighters, axe wielders, you name it. If you can wield it, you can whack with it. That will be our day 2. We'll also have funeral ceremonies for all those who are taking part. And of course, day 3, our crowning achievement. The Hunt of Glory! You see the crowd cheering at this point. Heidi, if you want to steal another again, you can do it again at this point.
Because everybody's distracted? Sure, why not?
Okay, sleight of hand.
10.
Uh-oh. 10. At this point, as you're moving to the next target, a little girl has noticed you looking up as you're trying to steal from a figure, and she looks and notices you and go, "What are you doing? In mommy's pockets?"
Oh boy.
I'm backing away slowly. I'm like, nothing.
At that point, the mother turns to look and goes, "What's wrong, dear?" "That lady was trying to stake something from your pocket."
Uh-oh. I think...
Heidi, make a stealth check if you want to try to get out. Oh, god damn it!
22.
Yeah, that lady was there,
Hood
and
over
she's
my head, hood over my head, I walk away.
What lady, dear? I don't know.
Oh,
You
poor
got
nice
really,
girl.
The alley.
you got lucky, but there are some on-edge people a bit by hearing this conversation. By the way.
All right. I'm in
Okay.
the alley. I'm done.
Okay, fair enough. 4 gold pieces. Okay, so at this point, now I'd also like to point out, for the sake we've had people rig our tournaments over years, we normally keep the hunts a secret. So, at this point, we're gonna do things a little different this year. You hear people murmuring and such. I will tell one of the 3 today. Oh, you watch as people are murmuring around, and at that point, Argonaut looks over at you, Topaz, and goes, "Topaz, will you join me on the stage, please?"
Sir.
At that point, all of you watch as Topaz has made her way onto the stage and goes, "Now, Topaz, I understand that you... Now, just for clarification, you are a student under Master Deason, are you not?
Yes, sir.
And you know that Deason has won the Festive of the Fist 6 times in a row, right?"
Yes, sir.
And you watch as Deason's just looking there, kind of. And at that point, he's looking over in your direction, Magnus.
Magnus cracks his neck.
He goes, "So, Topaz, I have 3 envelopes here. Each one of them contains a different creature. Choose one and we will reveal it today." So there are 3 envelopes. They're all exactly the same, but they are fanned out like cards. So you know what? For the sake of this, you know what? I hate to use the game, but I'm going to use the Muffin Time cards as a makeshift envelope.
Muffin time.
Yes. I'm still going to play that game at some point. All right, so these are your examples of the 3 envelopes. So, Topaz, which one will you pick? This, or this?
Middle, left, or right?
Okay, sorry, let me rephrase this. 1, 2, 3.
I will pick the middle one.
The middle one?
The one.
Oh, getting a cut out there. So you're going a bit robotic there, Lena.
No, come on, dang it.
Oh, there we go. You're fine.
It's fine.
It's probably Discord
Okay.
being Discord.
Yeah, so you said the middle one?
Yes, I said the middle one.
All right, you grab the middle one. He puts the other 2 away and goes, "Right, these other 2 will be revealed on day 3. No cheating by anyone, even you, Deason." And he goes, "Hey, that was just my very first time. You can't hold that against me." "I can after all these years." And you watch as everyone begins to chuckle a bit. It goes, "No." And he opens up the envelope and goes, "Now, one of your prey during the Festive of the Hunt is..." Ooh, interesting. And you watch as he holds the envelope up, turns it around, and you see then... I haven't drawn it, by the way, don't worry. I haven't drawn this, I'm sorry. Oh, they're blank cards, I need to save them for the game.
It's a
But yeah.
muffin.
He holds it up and goes, "Your task for one of the hunts, if you choose to hunt it down, is... the leader of the Kobold Resistance!"
What?
I'm not joking. Now, some of you may be wondering what I'm referring to. Well, it seems a couple of kobolds have been invading the local areas and farm. So, as part of the hunt for the hunt of glory, if you're able to do the good deed and bring the head of the one leader of these kobolds, this might help your chance of winning. The problem is, we do not know where their base resides. That is all you get for now. Now, in accordance to our tradition, at that point he turns back to you, Topaz, and goes, "We will invoke the honored tradition of the prayer." Deason, Topaz, if you would. And Deason then walks onto the stage. He looks at you, Topaz, just mouths and goes... And at that point, yeah, I actually have to remind myself of my prayer. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I've got it
hey,
here.
it's in our Skype chat. It was the last thing
Don't
that
worry.
you posted.
Yeah, I've got it here. I got it here. Don't worry. I apologize. I can't remember this. I'm sorry. I'm not smart.
It's like you can't
Anyway,
remember.
so this
It's okay. We still love you.
Don't worry, nobody can
Yeah.
remember a full speech from the top of their head.
Oh,
Well-
many different forms of kobolds.
Yeah. Oh, A.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Naughty.
Ow. You're cheating. You're cheating.
I'm
Anyway.
just looking at pictures.
So at this point, Deason puts his arms behind his back. He looks over at you, Topaz, and goes, Topaz, arms.
Sir.
Yeah. So you put your arms behind your back as well?
Yes, sir. Yep, I do.
All right. At this point, Deason steps forward, and he goes, To those that fell in days of yore, we bless your names through this time, and grant your blessings of power, spirit, and chivalry, and that the true heroes stand with their ones and divine beings. And he steps back.
And then I step forward. No matter what days come, good or bad, grand or failed, we ask for today. We have
Hold on,
your
Lena.
eyes and ears. Excuse me.
Chris.
What happened?
I dropped.
Yeah.
Okay, well then let me start again. Sorry. Okay. No matter what days may come, good or bad, grand or failed, we ask that for today, we have your eyes and ears to hear our cheers during this time of fun, family, and noble action.
And to those who ruin the times, let it be known that Kreia will never fail or fall. Let the voices call out, we stand as one! Woo! You see everyone cheering at this point, hands in the air, and all of you see around you the sort of clapping and things like that. Deason looks over you at this point, Topaz, and just sort of smiles and goes, nice. And Deason walks off the stage at this point. Do you follow?
Yes, I do.
All right. So at this point, Argano just goes, marvelous edition of the prayer. And now, before we begin the opening ceremony's closure, I would also like to stress one important detail. I understand that in the past few days, some news of a troubling figure has crept up in our fair city walls kind of recently. There's a few people sort of staring in your direction, Magnus, by the way, as this happens. But I ask that everyone remembers at this time, 2 rules must be abided during the Festive of the Fist. And no matter what anyone is, does, or acts, remember the 2 rules. Number 1, do not accuse without fair right. You must have a valid reason for pointing them out, and you must have the evidence to prove it. And number 2, if they choose to decline, then the right is a fight. If anyone is seen causing trouble, you have permission to rough them up. But unfair fight will result in you getting the punishment instead. Is that clear from everyone?
Indeed.
Tip gives a nervous look towards that Magnus.
Yeah, there's a few people there, and there's a few people still nodding. There's a few people still looking. Also, at this point, Magnus, you actually look and you see the familiar sight of the 2 drunkards who were insulting you in the bar. They're just looking at you with this sort of... and just walk off.
I have a feeling I'm going to see them again.
Yep. And now, the last part of our opening ceremony. A special act must be performed. Give it up for our opening act. The magic act of Trip Shield.
Ursula just stops when she's in the alley when she hears this, and she's like, "Wait, what?" Not joking.
Yeah.
I just awkwardly laugh and smile.
Magnus is just going. Sorry.
Okay, Trip looks at Crimson and nods, and then heads onto the stage.
Magnus is just going to smirk. Is like, oh, this is going to be great.
Yep. All right. So at this, I need to change my music. I need to change my music. Ready for this?
Oh no.
I'm hoping this will. I hope this will work. Come on, work for me.
There it is. Drunk as I like. It's a bit low on my end.
As drunk as drunk as you like. Well, it was the fun music I could think of at this time. I didn't get a chance to think of a good one. But anyway, so yes. So, Trip, you are ushered on the stage by the guard, and Argonaut's looking at you, kind of like...
Trip just steps forward to the stage and does first a small bow, very carefully to not knock Crimson off her neck.
Yeah. Crimson at this point just sort of just...
People of Creo, I am Trip Shield, and this is my familiar, Crimson. As you may have noticed, he seems to look a bit of like a dragon. And in this time, we have a lot of things to thank for the dragons. Some things not good, some things good, depending on where we are from. I would like to show you that no matter what kind of dragon we see, not all of them can be bad. And then she's like, Crimson, take it away.
Right. What am I doing?
She whispers back, just do a little fly around and spew some flames into the air, but watch out for any buildings.
Yeah, I was about to say, you never said what you were doing. All right.
You know what was funny to me?
Go on.
Volcanus, aka Crimson, saying, right. Wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, well, it's kind of true.
Yeah.
You never said anything. Right, okay, how the heck do I do this? Okay, yeah.
Dragon
you know
has to
what?
do a performance check.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do the performance check for him.
Oh.
So, do a performance check of him, which is a D20 plus 3.
It's a D20 plus 3. Okay, rolling. Natural 20!
Wait, no way! Oh my! That's 20!
Again?
Interesting. Well, that's a great start. At this point, Crimson just looks at you and goes, right, got it. And at that point, he jets up and he begins to fly slowly around your head for a while. And just as he comes around the front of you, he winks and then flies all around the crowd in a big circle, incredibly fast. All of you in the crowd, you watch as you see Crimson is beginning to sort of fly around, going in zigzag patterns over across everyone's head. It's the equivalent of, I guess the best way to put it is think of Pikachu using Quick Attack and how move it's fasting around. And because of the nat 20, as he goes over the middle, he sort of does a puff of smoke, and he flies through it, flies around in a loop-de-loop, goes through it again, and it dissipates into cinders. And you watch as Crimson then flies around and lands back on the stage and goes, ta-da! Oh! The crowd is going nuts at this point.
Even Trip is doing an applause.
Wait, what are you doing? Don't applaud. It makes it sound like you didn't know.
Okay, and Topaz is just looking at the dragon saying, well, I'll be. Not bad.
Alright, and it goes, do another trick! Someone in the audience calls out.
Trip blinks for a moment, then holds out her hand and goes, Crimson? An encore, maybe?
What are you thinking?
Well, how about a fire spout going up into the air, showing all those bright colors of flames you can do? Cat!
Apparently the fire spiral got so much in the way, the smoke engulfed God's screen. I'm sorry, that was just a surprise. Okay.
Pay
Cat.
attention to
Okay.
the humans.
Kitty's gonna kitty.
Kitty gonna kitty. All right. Okay. He jets up in the air. Roll another performance check for him.
Okay. So that's enough. 12.
12. Okay. Not quite as flashy as before. Give me a second. You know what? I'm gonna do something. Percentage die.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh
This
no.
is
Oh,
gonna
no.
set fire to something, isn't it?
He got lower than the number I set for this performance. So Oh. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. He goes off into a spiral. He's not sure how big to make it, so he goes into it. It almost looks like a mini sort of tornado. But just as some of it starts getting out of control, he slows his flame down and it gets smaller. And you watch as instead of it going expanding into the nearby houses, he jets through the middle of it and it just sort of jets off into cinders and falls down onto the ground. Because you got lower than the 12 cot, there is a bit of damage towards you, I'm afraid.
Oh, but I
You
forgot.
do
Lower than
you do
a 12,
take.
lower.
Yeah, because he got lower than the DC, which basically to some people say he wasn't prepared, so he wasn't even prepared for the flames coming back. So you take 6 points of fire damage.
Fire resistance.
Yep, so cut down to 3. So it sort of lands on top of you. You fade a little ignorance, and then Crimson just sort of flies around and lands back on your shoulder, just like, hey! That didn't go quite like I planned, but close enough.
Trip does this as a hey!
Yeah.
And that would be all. I hope we gave you an unforgivable performance.
Do one more! The crowd is sort of asking for one more.
Trip just decides to say it. I'm afraid that my dragon friend does not can. One moment. Words. My words are lost. It appears my familiar.
Typical Trip.
This guy doesn't know his script.
My dragon friend can only perform 2 tricks at a time. It is best to let it rest between tricks, if you do not mind, people. He feigns his critique.
Crimson just feigns fainting like, oh.
And then
Alright.
Trip slowly leaves the stage.
Give it up for Trip Shield! Woo! You see the crowd going a bit happy, they're cheering a bit, clapping their hands, and goes, right, and with that, I declare the Festive of the Fist, Day 1, open! Alright, no worries, Heidi. So at this point, everyone begins to jet off, and you hear the sound of people begin to merge and disperse themselves quite a bit, so now the festivities are all yours. So at this point, you watch as Argano sort of begins to set himself up a bit more on the stage, and you look and you see that a table is brought in, and some people are walking to the front of this table at this point. You see probably an equivalent of what looks like about maybe 15 of the people and stuff like that. So it's up to you what you guys wish to do at this point.
Well, I know what Trip doing.
Yeah, I'm going to the table.
Okay. Chopper's going to the table. Cot, what are you doing?
Trip is buying Crimson another piece of meat. Because he did really
Okay.
well.
Okay, what size meat?
She has enough money, it's another large for him.
All right, another 25 silver for that one. Okay. So at this point, you're able to determine this is the arm wrestling competition setup. So if anyone is wanting to enter arm wrestle, whoever this is, you... Oh, Liam! So Magnus, as you're going up to the table, you watch as Liam comes up behind you.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting considering now I have to face a changeling. I mean, a human, obviously.
Human?
Human!
I remembered.
Yeah. A lady in the distance, changeling!
What?
All right. By the way, at this point of this is going on, what's everyone else doing?
And there goes Discord again. Fuck. Discord, stop.
There
Discord is no, it's phone. So
No worries. Everything okay?
it's just Discord being Discord. I have no idea why it fails. Why it works on my phone but not on my PC right now.
What?
Carlos Discord dropped for a minute, but he's back.
No, I'm just on the
Okay.
phone. That which is bad for the stream, but that means you guys have to go with phone mode, which is not that good.
Alright. As long as people can still hear and things, that's fine, but we'll see how long it takes to see what you can do to fix it up as soon as you can, okay?
Yeah. Right now I have the phone next to the microphone, so
Okay, that's good. Alright, so, Zelion, you're just looking round.
Okay, may I finish, please?
Yes, go ahead, sorry.
Okay, I'm going to be exploring around town and also preparing for the opening act tomorrow. For the opening act for day 2.
Okay, fair enough. That's clever, Raven, I like that. Alright, Aeon, what are you doing?
Trully's just gonna look to Bert and say, let's get to the front and get some good seats.
Sounds good to me. Okay, while this is okay, Heidi, what are you doing?
I am going to scour around for information about the Cobalt leader.
Oh, okay. Roll an investigation check.
Got it.
And while that's going on, Topaz, what are you doing? So as stated, there's the competitions, you got Deezen around there, you could look around the festivities, you can just keep your eye on Magnus.
Well, I have a question. What is Magnus doing right now?
I'm over at the table, like the arm wrestling tables.
Yeah, basically he's getting set up to join the arm wrestling.
Okay, I am going to do a quick look around to make sure everything is in order, and then I will keep an eye on Magnus.
Okay, roll a perception check for you, Lena. Heidi, what have you got for yours? A 10, was it?
Yep.
Okay, a 10. Hard to find information at the minute based on the town area and such. Either that you're able to find some people who are not willing to give the information because they're partaking themselves, or people generally don't know much except there is a horde of kobolds and that's all they know.
Great. Low roll.
Oh, and what's your one? A 6.
Yeah.
Looks fine from your perspective.
Oh. I figured with the low roll, it would be crappy.
Well, normally when a low perception comes up, it normally is basing it on your type of vision. So, just in case, it could be saying that what you see at the minute, based on your priorities or whatever, it could mean you just see something and just go like, okay, look over one direction. Okay, everything's perfectly fine. I'm going on my own way. I don't even care, for example.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clearing that up.
No worries. So yeah, are you just keeping your distance, or are you standing with Magnus?
I am. Okay, you know how you have someone watching you from the shadows without them realizing you're there?
So you're gonna play the stealthy game?
Kind of, sort of, in a way, yes.
Okay. In which case, roll a stealth check, Lena.
Oh
if
boy.
you're trying to do this without being noticed.
Okay.
Wow.
Whoa, 21!
Oh, hey, look at that! Hey, Heidi, you've got competition!
Oh dear.
Our battle will be legendary!
Well, here's the thing. Aren't cast only stealthy?
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, but yeah. In a quick flash, Magnus, as you glance around to see if you got your bodyguard looking at you, you do not see a single sign of her. Huh. Alright. And yeah, I'll say with that roll, you're able to get in a good spot that high so you can keep an eye on things. Decent, it's just like...
One moment, time out.
At this?
We're switching back to PC, people.
Yay!
Now I don't have to hold the phone against the microphone all day.
Yay! Yay for Lord Donator!
We don't have a Lord Donator.
You're right. Foolish.
We don't need Lord Donator.
I can do that.
Well, Aeon's already doing a good job there. He's got the blanket.
Oh,
All right, we'll just wait.
crap.
But why is
Oh,
it showing
well,
the stream?
We're dead.
Stop showing the stream, you stupid program. Just keep going. Everyone can at least hear you.
Okay. So at this point, Magnus, you're the first one up to the table, and at this point, you watch as the figure looks up at you. You see what looks like a youngish female, a humanoid, human, about maybe 19 to 20 years old. She looks up at you and goes, "Name."
Magnus. I brought the golden envelope.
Oh, you are an invitation. Very well. Then in that case, I don't have to ask you for the payment. 1 second. You watch as she flicks through the small bits and hands you a number. You have the paper that has the number 15 written on it.
All right.
This is your battle number. Make sure you come to the appropriate circle when your number is called out. If you do not arrive within 60 seconds of your number being called, you'll be disqualified.
All right.
Very well. If that is all, you may step to the side and wait for the ceremony to begin.
I step to the side and wait for the ceremony to begin.
All right. Next, please. And that is your cue, Liam, to step forward.
I step forward.
All right. Name?
Liam Rosk.
Liam Rosk. Okay. Do you have an invitation?
Can we just pretend I got one?
Cute. And she sticks her hand out. 1 gold, please, to enter the tournament.
Thank you for calling me cute. Here's 1 gold. For Q2.
Ding. Just pops it in the bag and goes, very well. Hands you a number. You have the number 16.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Just wait to the side, and as stated before, whenever your number is called, you must approach the appropriate ring, and if you're not there in 60 seconds, you will be disqualified. Do you understand?
Yes.
Very well. And with that, she handles the rest of the people there, and then about 10 minutes later, so if anyone else has nothing to do, let's see if we can get this competition started.
Brownie, I'll be back in a minute. I just gotta grab something to drink.
Cool. We'll get to that shortly. All right. So, at this point, by the way, let's see. Magnus going there. Okay, Magnus says headphones. All right. So, Aeon, as you're currently adjusting yourself to get the seats, are you watching the arm wrestling competition?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you're adjusting yourself to get the seats, you actually notice a bit to the distance, sort of next to you, coming to you right near your legs, you see a very familiar feline. You see the cat form of your queen. And she's just looking up to you and just sort of does this sort of... And she just sits down next to you.
I
love throwing curveballs like this.
Could be worse. They could have bumped into a party member as well.
Yeah, they could have. They could have. As coming back. Hey, Trip. Yeah, Trip. At this point, you walk over, and Crimson is still attached to your shoulder. In fact, as you're coming back, there are some kids who are following you, kind of like, is that a real dragon or a magic dragon?
Trip turns around and goes like, he's a real magical dragon. Very much nodding, so and then Crimson can play a game.
Yeah. Magic. See, watch. Why? Do you think I'm a real dragon, kids? You look so real. You're like the ones from the books. And at this point, Crimson just sort of nestles around your head just a bit and looks back. The fucking cat's back.
The cat returns.
The cat. A great Studio Ghibli film.
Revenge of the cat.
When the cat's head comes up, the void.
Oh, the void's mine.
Okay, Liam is now playing X-Def.
Okay, continue.
Yes, sorry. So the kids at this point, you see their parents walk a bit from a distance and goes, "All right, leave the Furborg alone. I'm sure that she has better things to do."
Trip just smiles and waves at the kids.
Yeah, they just sort of wave sadly and rush off back to their parents. The parents at this point just look back and just give a nod, and then they just go off, and you just hear faintly, "Oh, do you think we could have the fun at the ring toss? I'm sure there's a chance." And that's the first thing you hear. So, Trip, at that point, you look and you see, you actually do see the sight of a pussycat sat next to Trilly.
Not like here.
Yes. That cat is watching you intently.
She is. She just wants some stitches. See?
Love me.
So, Trip looks at Trilly. Oh, hey, Trilly.
Hello.
Made a new friend, I see. You gotta be kidding me. Sorry, that is glorified.
To be fair, I thought the meow would sound more like this.
No. This is now where I'm now gonna get every person trying to do their best cat impression. Dear God.
Okay, so doesn't take. Well, it's nice.
Just like a question: am I allowed to scritch my queen for keeping up appearances?
You can certainly try.
What was his, okay. What was his question?
Can I scratch my queen to make it look real?
Okay, would it be wrong for me to laugh at that question?
Go ahead. Oh, Raven's got his cat. Yeah, if you want to laugh, go ahead. All right, you can try Soleon. Are you doing this deliberately, or are you trying to feign it?
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to feign it.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check to make it look like you're doing it. Pussycat.
Was he cats?
Yeah.
Oh,
I see.
boy.
I don't see the second cat.
Raven?
Yeah, I see Raven's, but I don't see yours. Oh, it's off the side. Oh, that face. That is a cat face. 25? What the hell? 25? You were +7? All right, yeah. To your perspective, Trip, it looks like that Trilly is scratching the ear of the cat. And at this point, you look at the cat, and it's just staring there, looking at you as this is happening.
Oh, well, that's nice. Tell you, I hope your brother's doing well, and I will see you around. I mean, I'm going around the place.
Yeah, we'll probably be wandering around, checking everything out. So.
And then Trip wanders off again because she's Trip.
No.
Oh, could I just and this just briefly just say that Raven cuddling the cat is actually kind of adorable. Oh.
I miss my kitty.
Oh, yeah, I know. I saw the picture of Latte. Oh, don't worry, you'll see you soon. Pussycat. All right. So at this point, Trip, as you go off, at this point, ding, 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 the desk then does a little note and goes, the ceremony, the applications for the tournament of the arm wrestling have now closed. May I ask the combatants to please make their way to the center ring to await the instructions of the tournament.
Okay.
I'm back. I moved to the center of the ring.
Welcome back. In short, the applications
I
are
had my
closed.
headphones on. I heard everything.
All right, no problem. All right, so you've been asked to go to the center. Do you choose to go to the center?
Yes.
All right. At this point, you watch as Argonaut steps forward and looks over and he goes, "So you are the combatants who've chosen to enter the arm wrestling. Fantastic." And at this point, his eyes glance at you, Magnus, almost like he's trying to subtly hide that he's keeping his eyes on you.
Magnus smirks.
Well, the mayor's not the only one keeping their eyes on him.
All right. Now, let me explain how the rules of this tournament will work so all of you are aware. Based on our number of participants, we have a rough estimation that we will be doing 4 rounds of participation. You will battle one person in an arm wrestling competition, and if your arm touches the table, you are out instantly. There will be no outside help from anyone, no magic of any kind, no influencing of any kind whatsoever. You may trash talk to your heart's content, but only between the combatants. Outside trash talking is to not be allowed. Do you all understand the rules?
Indeed.
Everyone else nods at this point, and at this point, right, in this case, let us get to our first combatant. So, at this point, you watch as he sort of shuffles the numbers in a small sort of playing card style one and goes, "The first participant, number 3." You watch as a slightly taller dwarven figure steps forward. Big muscular white mustache decorates him and points upwards, almost like not now, Vegeta.
I had to make the joke. You know I did.
A pure dwarven's hair does not change from the day they are born, with the exceptions of beards and mustaches.
Can I go now?
Welcome back. Now I can't stop thinking about Trip Shield with a mustache.
Mustache.
Oh boy.
Mustache.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do not visualize this in your minds. You will regret.
Sorry. All right, and
Too
this.
late.
Yep. Next, and his opponent, number 16.
That's me.
Ah, very well. If you could make your way to table number 1 and await the commence.
Okay.
So you make your way there. Our second round 1 match, number 7. And you watch as, to your eyes, Magnus, it's one of the drunken fellows. He steps forward and he goes, "That's me!" And you watch, and it's the one who called you the cupcake.
Oh, Magnus is smirking, really hoping this guy loses.
Yep. And the next opponent,
I'm dying. Oh my god, I'm dying here.
Magnus steps forward.
One of our 3 golden invitations of this area. Magnus, I look forward to seeing you. And you watch as you see the guy goes, "I have to battle the cupcake? Oh, great. I've been needing to need this guy."
Good
Magnus,
luck.
Magnus does the cracking neck thing again. He's like, "Oh, I am going to enjoy every second of this."
Not as much as I'm going to take a bite out of you, cupcake.
Remember what happened in Star Trek? The guy got stunned.
What Star Trek?
Meta, damn it.
He continues the rest of the numbers, and you see the others get sit on the tables. There are about 6 tables at this point. And he goes, "Right, remember, on the sound of the bell, you will commence your fights. Remember."
Side note: who am I facing? Because you called because the first guy came up and the second guy came up. So, who's my?
Sorry,
opponent?
my apologies. You're battling the guy who called you the cupcake. You're battling one of the pair.
Okay.
The other one's battling another person. In fact, if it helps for names, because I actually have written down all these names. Yes,
I don't
have
want to know his name. All I want to know is all I want to do is kick his ass.
Fair enough. At this point, you watch as some officials step over and they're looking over each of your tables. Now remember, if your hand touches the table, it is a one-off fight. If you lose, you must leave immediately. And just for an added incentive, if you lose this round, you earn nothing back. But if you win this round, you at least win your money back.
What if you didn't pay to get in the first place?
Then you at least earn 1 gold back.
Okay! Which means I gain money this time. Okay, good.
Yes. All right. Combatants ready?
Magnus puts his elbow on the table, smirking at this guy.
Yeah. And at this point, Liam, your opponent looks at you and goes, "Best of luck to you, pal."
You too, pal.
Sounded like John Constantine for a second.
I actually like that guy.
I just want the best though. All right, and this is now where I go to the meta part and explain how this arm wrestle is going to work.
I hope you roll a strength check.
Yes, you do. How this works is during your turn, you roll a strength check. You roll that strength check. The person with the highest pushes the arm in the direction there.
So it's like a drinking contest, but with...
Yes, but this time, if you lose 3, you are done. If you roll the higher, you gain plus... Yeah, you gain +1. So essentially, you're both on 0. If you roll the highest, you gain +1. You lose, you -1. The first to -3...
Oh, so there's... Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a proper back and forth. So, by the way...
This arm wrestling thing could last like 20 minutes.
It could do. That's why I don't want to do this. So So you know what? I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to speed things up.
How are you going to speed? Okay. I have a quick question for you.
I'm gonna to answer your question, I'm gonna roll 2 d20s for both your opponents.
I got a better idea.
So 1d20 each.
Yeah, I was about to say how.
Otherwise, I can roll 2d20s.
Yeah, I was about to say how in God's name are you going to speed this up where it goes
No
faster?
worries. I've got 2 d20s. One of them is for each of your opponents, and I have their modifiers. So don't worry. All right. And go! Both of you roll your strength checks.
21!
Hang on a second. I gotta see these numbers.
Oh,
no.
We
All
both
right.
know that you're going to have to face him if you're going to win, so you best
All
just
right.
lose.
Okay. Well, I can tell you right now, Magnus, you begin pushing, and instantly he's sort of like, oh, the cupcake's got thorns. You won that round. Liam, not so great. Yours goes the other way. So Liam's lost and Magnus has gained 1. All right, roll again. The crowd's cheering at this point. They're beginning to cheer. They're like, yeah! Oh no.
Again.
All right, yeah, Liam. In quick succession, he goes, "I gotcha," and he pushes you. You are 1 away from losing, Liam. Magnus, you only just won. He got a 6.
You've got to be kidding me.
Nope. He got a 6.
Oh my god.
So you are 1 away from winning at this point. All right, roll again.
18! And Liam got a 16.
Oh, okay.
High rolls this time.
All right. Magnus. He actually pushes back. He got a nat 20.
Ooh. So I'm still
Liam. Yeah.
what?
You're still 2
I'm
away
at
from
1 right
losing.
now.
So and Liam, you actually managed to push your opponent. You are back in the running. You're still -1. Roll again.
15.
11.
15 and 11. All right. Get my numbers here. Yep. Okay. Magnus, just as he's pushing you back, you actually look back and you go, no, and you push down again. He's 1 away from losing again. Liam, your opponent, it's a stalemate. He holds back. He tied the number.
Oh shit, you're still
tied
gonna
the
run
number.
it?
Roll again.
25!
Oh.
Well, it's certainly Liam just lost.
It's
this
not
No,
a nat
I didn't
one.
lose yet.
No, he's on -1, so he's technically on -1. He hasn't fully lost yet.
Fairly certain I won this. Just a theory.
No.
Now don't get too cocky.
Yeah. Chopper,
Yes.
Mute.
how do you want to do this?
I want to put his arm through the table.
You want to put it through the table?
Yes.
All right. Okay, well, because you're higher than a 20, he actually got a 7.
He
So,
did
yes.
He did my.
Just as he goes, no, I'm not losing to this cupcake.
Magnus is smirking.
And as you push down with your hard might, you push down, his arm goes through the table, and you watch as in a sort of cartoon gag, he sort of goes, he falls straight through the table, and his face lands in the sandpit. And at that point,
I stand up and squat next to him. I was like, "Who's the cupcake now?"
Oh no.
I am just standing there, ways away from Magnus, so that he can't see me,
yeah.
and I'm thinking, well, I'll be darned.
Yep, fair enough. Liam, for you, he actually rolled a 7. You're 1 away from losing. All right, and just so you're aware, you are the orange dice. So here we go. Roll again, Liam.
I'm so happy right now.
10. Natural 1. Nat 1. Fucking hell.
You're kidding. He actually.
Nope. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Look, I have the camera. I have the camera.
Is that a magnetic die?
Look at this. I want to see
Oh
this.
no.
Yeah. Not 1.
Oh my
Okay,
dear God.
And didn't you say that? And didn't you? No, let me ask you this. Didn't you say that Liam's opponent had a muscular build?
Yeah, sort of. I'll say he's unable to do it. So yeah, back to where it was. Here we go again, Liam. The Chopper. At this point, you're looking and you're seeing...
-1 to my string.
Yeah, he's got +2. Yeah, so Chopper, you're looking over and you're seeing Liam is just having a little fun time with his opponent.
Well, he is a change.
All right. True. No, he pushes you back with a 17. Yep, you're 1 away. Yep, you're 1 away. Here we go. Roll again.
5.
Hold on.
Let's
Let's make this fair.
Oh no, I believe you.
18. That's a 20. So at that point, he looks at you and goes, "Not this time." Poof! Slams your arm onto the table, and he just nearly throws you off the balance off the chair. And at that point, you watch as some of the winners, and you see the refs just holding up their hands and goes, "Refs, show us who is the victor of these battles." And the ref holds up your arm, Chopper, or Magnus at this point. And Liam, you watch as he holds up the dwarf's figure. He looks at you and goes, "Not bad. Rematch
That was
someday."
fun.
Rematch someday, pal.
Sure, and I shake his hand.
Yeah. You see people just clapping at that point. Others are there. And at that point, the other half of the pair, who lost to Magnus, walks over, sees you, and he actually walks over and goes, "You stupid idiot! How did you lose to this cupcake?" And he just looks at,
Look what I did to the table.
And you
I
watch
just
as
walk
he's...
towards Magnus. Like, suck it! I lasted longer than you.
And ladies and gentlemen of the audience, let this be a lesson to you. The competition between Liam and his opponent, that is good sportsmanship. Remember this.
Yeah. All right. So at that point, the other
everyone
combatants
would be
have won. So at this point, and goes, "Give it up for our valiant losers of the battle." They all clap there. Trilly, you look and you actually watch as you've watched all this happen. Do you choose to react in any way to all of this? Verdant just looks at you and goes, "Isn't the half-orc figure over there? Isn't he with you?"
Yep.
Oh.
That's one of my party, Magnus.
he was the one who traveled. Wait, isn't he the one who came with us when you brought me here?
Yep.
He's strong.
Yeah.
By the way, at that point, as you look around, by the way, at this point, you two, you look and you see that Deezen is there with his arms crossed, not a single drop of sweat on his face, as his opponent is lying flat in the ground with his head in the sand as well.
Oh, he and I are gonna have a fun fight.
Well, let's find out if that goes there. So all these combatants there and goes, so now we are down from 16 to 8. Our numbers. It's time we valid our next one. So first up, number 15.
Magnus steps forward.
All right, and his opponent, number 1, and Deezen walks forward.
Oh boy.
I should not have said anything.
Deezen just looks at you and stands in front
I
of you
thought
and
we were gonna
goes.
fight the final round.
Deezen walks up to you and goes, looks like this is gonna be a little fun now instead of the finale.
Nah. I was hoping to fight you in the last round, but this works too.
Final boss is the guy.
Magnus sticks out his hand. Whatever happens, happens.
I guess
Yeah,
the
let's both have a good match.
I guess the final boss is gonna be the other cupcake guy.
I had hoped it would be other cupcake guy because I would have actually pushed his arm into the sand.
I rolled percentage die to see who you would have got. That's how it happened.
Can I say something real quick?
What? Go ahead.
I am dying of laughter inside because of the fact that Magnus and Deeson are gonna arm wrestle each other.
I told you the karma works. I love how karma works. All right, so all of you get this there. So at this point, Topaz, you look and you see Deezen sitting at the table, and there you see Magnus sitting opposite him. And Trilly, you see this too.
By any chance, does anybody else know what they say about karma as well?
Karma's a bitch. All right.
Sam, thank you.
Yep. You know what? I
What?
think I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna bring out the special dice for this one.
Also, we need some music. Oh, there it is. Never
Yeah.
mind. Came back
Yeah,
on.
I've got the music. Yeah, I've got the music playing. Do. Yeah, in fact, in case you wondered, say hi to my blood red dice.
Your webcam is so
Blood
pasty on my end.
I want to see this die. Oh, nice die.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's red with gold numbering.
Cool.
I like it. In fact, it was a special from Kraken. I like Kraken. It's a great company.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored. In fact, that's where I got yours down. All right. So at this point, Deezen just looks at you, arms crossed. Oh, you're showing off.
Hey, I got it working.
There we go.
Oh, one moment. That means I have to also check my Discord and there it's loading.
So that. I'm like a conductor. All right. So at this point, Deezen just looks at you, Magnus, and sort of goes, let's give this a fun one. I'm sure the audience would love it to see the hero vanquish the villain, don't you say?
Depends on what size you're on. It's the villain. And if you remember, my team may have defended this town. And my roommate just messaged me. I'm gonna ask him what the hell he wants. Give me a second.
Oh, no worries. Fish. Cotton has fish.
Yes. Just a distraction.
Distraction. Who are you distracting?
Nothing's fishy about that.
Hey! Don't do that again. No, don't.
But,
Yeah, no, no.
Because it's fishy?
Yeah, no, don't do that again.
Please sponsor.
Oh yeah, on a side note as well, just before we carry on. Yeah, this is some of my other one as well.
That's a nice black orange dice.
Yeah, this one is a Cobalt Glory.
One moment. I can even do a better thing. Zoom in! Now everyone in the stream can see it better.
Ooh.
One.
Hello.
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 Hello, Mine Turtle. All right. Whenever you're ready, Chopper. Once we finish up.
I'm good. That's
All
not
right.
my fault, and then just left it at that.
Fair enough. All right. So at this point, Liam, what are you doing at this point with you lost? Are you staying are you staying to watch things, or what are you doing at this point?
Oh yeah, I'm going to watch and cheer on Chopper.
Oh, there you go.
Good
Aw.
workmanship.
Comrade.
I got a question for you. Do you have any purple dye?
Any what, sorry?
Purple.
Purple dye.
Purple. You know what? I think I have a quick. No, that's my cobalt one. Sort of.
10 gold on Magnus.
Oh, that's almost purple. It kind of looks like pale lavender or something.
Yeah, sort of. Wait, Aeon, are you really making that bet?
What kind of bet was he making?
10 gold on Magnus.
Okay, okay. Let me see if I get this straight. He's betting money.
Well,
yeah. All right.
Wait.
I'll match it.
As she asks the DM, who's Trini gonna? Will Trini bet on them, and can they bet on them with who?
I'll say you're able to do so. I'll say, you know what? There's an official walking around who's just being funny. So if you want to, I will let you do it.
Yeah, right then.
All right, 10 gold on Magnus. Anyone else want to put a wager?
Yep.
Liam.
10 gold on Magnus.
Liam. How much, Liam?
5 gold.
10.
Oh, all of a sudden, Zelion has walked in.
Oh, alright. I need to do something.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Del.
It's alright. I'm putting in 5 gold towards Magnus.
All right. So I'll tell you right now, based on the odds that they were sort of put towards this right now, if Magnus somehow wins this, Aeon and Liam, you'll be getting 60 gold back.
Jesus. It's 5-1?
Yep.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Wait a minute. What were the other guy's strength modifiers? So for context.
He won't.
Okay. Screw it, I'm
the
doubling.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. And to answer your question, Chopper, the guy you were up against, he was +2 as well.
I had +7.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. So does Deezen.
Oh, so
boy.
theoretically we're evenly matched.
Yep. Let's dance, Chopper.
Oh, dear God.
And
All right.
you have a lovely prom date.
Oh, if I win this one, it's going to be very, very close.
All right. So at this point, the combatants have walked up and goes. The rest have come to the tables there, and he goes, "All right, everyone ready?
Let's do this.
Battle!"
Damn it!
Go!
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, not one. Oh,
Ouch.
not one. All right. You know what? I'll make this fair. I'm gonna show you all my rolls. That's cocked because that's caught on my keyboard. There we go. 9. So that's 16.
16. Yeah, no, that's
16. So effortlessly, he just looks at you, smirks, and goes, "Let's dance." Oh, yes, Aeon?
How close is Trilly to the ongoing arm wrestle?
Ah.
Oh, wait,
You
are you doing halfling look on me?
I thought, isn't there
No, it's not magic, technically.
It's not. It's technically not.
It's a skill. That actually counts. It doesn't go against any of the rules.
You know
Oh,
what?
you brilliant
know what?
halfling.
Go ahead.
I get to look
so
at
in
that.
case,
Yeah.
your
So you
opponent's
gotta.
fingers- in that case, your opponent's fingers sort of slip, and as he's trying to get his grip back,
Damn it!
roll.
15, just short by 1. No, he grips hold of you and goes, "No," and pushes you. You are -1.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, it was a good
Yeah,
attempt.
that can only be used once.
Yep. All right.
Better than a 1.
Yep.
It is
Roll
better
it.
than one, to be
Yep.
fair. Now it's even. Yes.
Roll again. Go.
Damn it.
What do you get?
13.
I am so sorry. 19.
Oh
What?
my god.
Jeez.
That's a 19. So 20. So that's 20. That's 26. Effortlessly, he just smirks and goes, "No." You are literally there going.
I'm one away.
There goes my money.
I am.
All right.
Topaz,
Oh, this is gonna be
Topaz is
embarrassing
just-
if I lose this.
Topaz
Let's
is just
go.
sitting there smirking.
Okay, you're smirking. All right, roll again.
19. Thank God.
19.
Oh, it's a nat 20.
No. Either I won or I
Chris,
lost just now.
Did
What
we
did
get
you
one?
get?
Do you want to see it? Do you really want to see it?
Yes, I want to see. Yes, I want to see it.
I can't
It is-
read that because of the pixelation.
Yeah. Nat 1.
Nat 1.
I'm back in the
He's
game.
cocky. You push back and he goes, "Oh, there's a spark."
Go, Magnus.
All right, roll again.
Fuck!
Nice nat one.
What's that one?
What do you think it is?
Nat
It's a
1.
nat one. It's a nat one.
Oh, good, because he rolled exactly what you got, 8. So that's 15. And he goes,
I'm one
"No."
away again.
Pushes you back. You're one away again. Roll again.
I hate my life.
Well, count your chickens before they hatch.
Well, about that. 19.
I hate my life.
Wait a second. What did Decent get?
19.
Decent got a 19 plus 7, so 26. So, in quick succession, he just smirks at you and goes, "Magnus,
Just
nice
get
try.
it over with.
Very well." Boof! And he does exactly like he did to his last opponent. He shoves you through the table, you go flying, and your face just lands in the sandpit, face down.
It's just a shame that there's no outside interference because I have Flash of Genius. So
Yeah,
I
I
could have
know.
added +4, but
And there,
I could work it in.
No,
At this
it's,
point,
If it's a skill, you could have done that. If it's magic,
It's a reaction, but it's outside interference. I believe.
Yeah.
everyone lost their
technically they
money.
have like luck.
Everyone
Well,
lost their
hold on. What would it have been involved with, Raven? What does it involve? Your spell, your skill, or whatever it is.
Reaction I have from my artificer. So I gain the ability to come up with solutions under pressure, and when me or another creature I can see within 30 feet of me makes an ability check or saving throw, they can.
Wait, Wait, did you say
my
ability
reactions
check?
add them
Wait, ability?
Yeah.
That's a skill. That's just a straight up
or
skill.
saving
Yeah.
throw.
What about,
You know
about
what?
I can add a +4 to my roll. I can re-roll
Oh.
that and add a plus. I can
Hang on a
throw a
second.
+11.
Just a second, Del. What were you saying there?
I also have cutting words. Would that count as a skill or just a?
That means
Or
you're
that
shouting
could-
at someone.
Yeah, you'd be
Yeah.
shouting,
Yeah, that's.
so
outside
you'd be
interference.
risking
Never
the
mind.
interference.
Yeah, no.
All right,
never mind
you
then.
know what, Magnus? One more chance.
A +11. Thanks to me.
Is it only one reaction, by the way, Raven? Just one?
I've got 4 of them.
4!
I got a chance now.
Fuck it. You know what? Let's my dice. Shit, my
The
dice.
lowest I can roll now is a 12.
Fuck it. Let's
He
do
was
it.
so
I'll
surprised he
Yeah, but
dropped
only
his
for 4
dice.
rolls.
4 rolls. All right, let's try it. I'll say we'll put this as the +1 because that's when Raven was there. So I'll give you you're on the -1 because technically you never went above. So I'll give you a minus disadvantage. Okay.
All right, so basically,
No. All right. So what's
basically
that?
we're back to rewind. We're back to the beginning on -1. On my
Yes.
face is not heads in the sand.
Yeah, I'll give you the benefit, but this time whatever happens, happens. But it's down to Raven to choose the reactions. This is your only
All right, ready?
Wait. All right. So you're on -1. So here we go. Go.
Oh my god!
I don't want. That's a nat, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's nat one.
wasn't that one? Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
'Cause he got. By the way, this is after the halfling luck has happened, so I will not let that happen this time. So yeah, he got a 14.
So 21.
Yeah. Oh no, he got 7 plus 7. So he
Oh.
pushes you.
I
You're on
barely,
minus.
he
Yep.
barely just pushed me back.
Yep. You're on -2. All right. Go.
26. Beat that.
I almost did. 24.
This is
So-
number 3.
All right. So he pushes you back. You're on -1 again. Raven, you've got 2 left, right?
Yes.
All right. So just together, are you using these 2 both on him during these rolls?
Of course I am.
No, it's Raven's choice because it's his skill.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Raven could be a dick and
Yeah.
go, no, not this time.
But he's got money riding on it, so I doubt it.
If he has money riding on anything, he's gonna try to help me out.
All right. What have we got? All right. Roll.
A 30. You're not beating that. And even if you roll a nat 20, you're not beating that.
Yeah, not with a roll, not with a roll of 2 on the dice. So that's 9.
So we're dead even now.
Yeah, back to square. Back to square. All right, last one of your bonus. Go.
14. Yeah.
He pushes you back. 24.
Ugh.
What?
Back to
Oh my
minus.
God.
And there goes your bonus.
That's the last one.
Back to normal now.
Alright, ready when you are.
Yeah, back to normal. Go.
14. Again.
Ah.
13 in total.
Oh! Wait, 13 nat? Like
You got a
both?
6 plus 7.
Back to nothing.
Back to the middle again. Here we go again. Roll.
Here we go again. No.
8. He
What's
got
that
that
one?
one plus. He got that one plus 7, 8.
He got a natural 2 plus 7. 9.
This is
Back
good.
again.
You have a lot of nat ones today.
I'm gonna do some. Let me do.
No, roll.
No.
come
What's?
on,
Oh no, no. I want to hear what he wants to do.
Let's, smack talk.
Oh, go on. I'll let you have a free shot. You've lasted this long. You deserve a free shot.
And I don't have to roll for it.
Depends what you're doing. What are you saying or doing?
Magnus is just smirking right now, like.
You're
Is
just
that
gonna.
the best you've got? I didn't realize that you may have gotten me in the first round. You might have gotten me in the first bit, but now feels like you're losing confidence there, bud.
Roll an intimidation check.
That's what I was hoping for.
Roll a free intimidation check.
Damn it.
6.
6. I didn't do shit.
6. No, he looks at you and goes, until that hand falls, don't get clever. All right. Roll.
27! I rolled a nat 20.
All right. Yep. You beat him on that one. So
What
we're
is
back to.
it.
Now it's a +1 now. It was weird.
Yeah. No, back in the middle again.
No, it wasn't. Wasn't it already at naught?
Oh, you're on +1. You're +1. So you're actually leading. So Topaz, you're looking and you're seeing Deezen actually starting to struggle.
Hmm.
All right. Roll.
I am
Oh,
standing there. I am standing there saying, "Come on, Deezen."
Fair enough. All right.
I need to do some. I need to do say another thing to him.
I'll let you do one more free of charge because you're winning.
You know the reason I'm here, right? See that guy up on that statue? He was one of my men, and I intend to honor him properly. That's the reason I'm doing this. To honor his memory and give him an element, which he should have been given, but wasn't.
Okay. Roll another.
Something for that?
Yeah, roll another intimidation with advantage because this is true what you're saying.
16.
16. Okay. All right. He looks at you and goes, "Well, I've got the pride of my town, and I will not lose that."
What he
You actually, he got a 14.
Yeah, that means I got to
Yeah.
him.
So yeah, you got to him. So this next check is your only one with this one with advantage, but is your only one. Roll. Actually, no. Hold on. Actually, hold on, Chopper. Before you roll that second one, I'll give you the choice. Do you want to give him disadvantage or you advantage?
Let's give him disadvantage.
All right, disadvantage on my check.
So 14 on my end.
It's a good thing you did that disadvantage because he would have beaten you without it. That is 10. So you are winning. He's on 2. He's on 2. If you didn't do it, he had a 9 plus 7. It would have been 16. He's actually winning. He's actually winning.
Turn around.
All right. Roll.
18.
20. Back up. Back to
That's
1.
still a +1. I'm still winning.
Yeah, everyone's actually looking over at this point. Everyone's beginning to cheer at this point. It's actually starting to get rowdy at this point. You see people trying to calm the crowd down. Roll.
12. It's a nod, isn't it?
Magnus.
11.
It's a +2.
He rolled a 4 plus 7. 11. So you're back to 2. He's one away again.
Magnus.
How the shoe is on the other foot now, isn't it?
Roll.
17. Come on.
Take down the road.
10 plus 7. 17. It's dead.
Tie?
It's a tie.
Ooh, this is good. The tension.
By the way, this is only the second round. You still have 2 more rounds to win the whole thing.
I know, but he's my worst opponent.
Roll.
20. Net roll.
Not a net.
13. 13 plus 7.
16 plus 7.
Ooh, it's a 1 now.
Back up. This is great fun. This is enjoyable. This
is tense.
Yeah. Roll.
27.
Nat 20.
Net 20.
Pretty cool.
Well, that's fantastic.
And
Wicked.
Nat
1. Nat 1.
Oh boy.
2 again.
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking. Ah, fuck it. Roll.
I'm smiling like the Joker right now. I swear to God.
Yeah. What have you got?
15. Please tell me I just kicked his ass.
You wanna?
What?
That's like-
Wait a second. What did he get?
A 5.
Oh, yeah!
He rolled a 5 plus 7. It was 12.
I owe you one big Oh my God!
How do you want to push him? How do you want to give him the final blow?
I'm gonna do I'm sorry, and then push his hand onto the table. Not break the table, just tap it on the table. His hand on the table.
All right, you slam the hand onto the table, and he's just there like, You won?
It seems what happened, yes. Magnus stands up and extends his hand outwards. You were a worthy opponent. More worthy than the
We lost
last
the moon.
guy I fought.
He extends his hand and he takes it. He extends the hand, takes it, and shakes it. You see everyone sort of, that was the greatest! And you see Argonaut with a sort of gritted teeth, like he wasn't happy to see that. But he sort of goes, a round of applause for the best arm wrestle we have seen in this entire competition! And at this point, Aeon, let's see,
Whoever bet on
Aeon,
me gets 50 gold.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Hold on. Aeon, how much did you bet? You bet 10, right?
Yeah.
Raven, how much was you? 10 again, or were you doubling?
He
I doubled.
He doubled.
You doubled, so that's
100
20.
gold pieces.
Mine
Yeah,
was 5.
5 there for Del.
you
Okay,
get
so
10.
no, so Del,
25,
yeah,
right.
Del gets 25 gold from the bet. Aeon gets 50 gold for the bet. Liam gets 100 gold from the wager.
Worth it.
You're all welcome.
Thank you, Liam.
Yes, you too, you idiot.
I thanked you, didn't I?
Yeah, he did. He actually
No?
thanked you when it
I
finished.
thanked you.
Yeah.
You said it like this was just you being kind and that we didn't do anything for you.
It's like,
You-
no,
you-
I said, Moonraven, I owe you one, is what I said.
By the way, just be. By the way, at this point, the ref is actually looking at you both. At this point,
I thought it was out of character.
Do you think I could have actually done something? I'm cheering him on.
That was Moonraven. That was bad.
yeah, I know. Sorry, make sure you specify because I thought
all
that was
meta.
in conversation.
All meta. If I say
Oh.
Moonraven, it's meta.
That's true. Yeah, fair enough. So at this point, Topaz, you've looked and you've just seen Deezen shake hands with Magnus after the loss.
And I've got something to say.
Oh, uh-oh.
Well,
Go on.
looks like Gramps has skills.
All right.
I can't stop grinning, dude. It's oh my god, yes. What was that last roll, by the way?
It was a
Like you said
5.
12.
He said
5 plus 7.
Yeah, you said 12. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was 12
That
in
was a
total.
close match.
That was a good one, though. I'll
Now we
enjoy
have to
that.
restart. Thank you, Moonraven.
Yeah.
Way too close.
Again.
Yeah, I'll say you're lucky you brought that up. You're lucky that brought that up because I generally didn't realize that was an ability.
It's an ability.
So I'll say it, allow it as a one-off because we had halfling luck kick in. So I was like, fine.
Oh, so I had
All
two
right.
things go in my favor. Oh, this is
Yep.
full of water, by the way, just if anyone's
No worries.
curious.
Nobody cares.
So decent at this point, he just sort of gets out of the chair. He sort of dusts himself. He sort of tests his hand to see if he's okay. He's all right here. He just sort of nods at Argono, and you see Argono just nod and goes, "Combatants, be ready for round 3." And Deezen just sort of smiles and walks off in the direction of basically where you are, Topaz. He's looking at you towards the alley. At this point, the cupcake guy, the second pair, is looking at you with a.
I'm gonna look. Can I roll an intimidation check? Wait, no, it's outside, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. So he goes. Time for our third round of the match. Our 4 combatants that are left. We have Magnus, the one who defeated our reigning champion. We're also going to want the pair of the Musket brothers, Despo,
Muskets.
and the Musket brothers.
So
basically the cupcake brother. Yep. Our third combatant in our semi-finals here, and you watch as the fourth figure is a. I can't believe this one got through, but oh well.
I need to hear this.
Is a female half orc. Rather, I'm not joking. Give it up for Bessie.
Half.
Remember something.
What's
Now,
the
this
other
isn't
half?
Topaz. This is just like out of context. The shop owner in Helix who worked on armor stuff, wasn't she a full-on orc?
Yes, she. I think she
thought it-
was.
Wait,
Wasn't she?
wait, hold on.
on.
Wait, hold on.
half orc.
Half orc. Yeah. So it's the same breed.
I thought the. Okay. Hold up. I'm getting confused because I know there was a half orc in Noir, and I know there was a half orc.
Different ones.
Noir
Yeah.
was the full.
Yeah, different ones.
Noir was the
That's
full
all you
one.
need.
The female one was in Noir.
Yeah.
Yes, but this is a different one. This is one you've never seen before.
Okay.
This
So,
kind of
yes.
reminds me of the
I was just-
Pokemon healthcare centers. It's always the same nurse.
Yeah,
Constant nurse joys.
Yeah,
Wait,
you have the same nurses and the same officers.
Hey, wait,
Yeah,
aren't you the
Northern
nurse?
Ireland.
Wait, wait, aren't you the nurse joy for Viridian City? Oh no, that was my sister. I love that
Oh
one.
my
They
God.
they even have an episode in Alola about that. It's just like, hey, wait, there are nurse joys here. Oh yes, we're distant cousins. Oh boy.
How big is this?
No, the
Nurse
reason you
Joy
can tell them apart is
family?
because the symbol on their hats are different. That's
Yeah,
the reason
anyway,
Brock was able
so-
to tell the difference.
So as short, the half orc is named Bessie. Yes, that is true for the name Bessie. And the final combatant we have, you see a cloaked figure with a welded 3/4 mask pasted over him. Basically he's wearing a brown cloak and the mask is currently covering, and all you can see is that much of his face. That's it.
Her?
Give it up for Mystery! And you just see him at this point just nod.
Mr. E?
Mystery, as in, like, solve the case of mystery. You know, like Sylvester and Tweety, mysteries.
That works too.
I
I
was
love
waiting
that
on
show.
that.
But I would think you should be wary.
I'm imagining he looks like this underneath the mask.
Let's have a look.
In general.
Mr. Blobby!
Oh, I saw it on the big fat quiz of the year, and he just how is he a children's character?
He's not.
What?
He's terrifying.
He's not.
What in God's name is that? I mean,
What is he then?
Me and Aeon probably know. Aeon probably knows who this is.
Mr. Blobby's not a children's character.
No. In short, well, Mr. Blobby started off on a program called Noel's House of Games, which was kind of like this Saturday night game show, live show type of thing, talk show. He basically was he started off as the uncle who would crash a party, run into a place, smash it down, and then run off.
No, I thought he was a kid. I thought it was a kid.
Oh no, he was a kid. He did work on a few kids game shows a couple of times, but he was just the randomness. And then after that, he just faded into obscurity.
Can I say one little thing?
Go on.
Creepy.
Bendy's cuter than this creepy son of.
You think it's bad? He has a voice. He has a voice.
Oh no, it's terrifying. It's
Oh no, his voice is like this. Blobby, 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 Blobby.
Look up big fat quiz of the year, and that'll explain it.
Yeah.
You'll have to look that up. Anyway, let's get on with this.
King.
All right. So at this point, we're on to our fight. Oh yeah. So we got Bessie, Mystery. Yeah. Oh no, it's Despo. All right. Our combatants. First up, number 4, and Mystery steps forward.
I hope to God it's not Diction. If it's Diction, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna stab him.
At this, now for the next one. Number 12, and Bessie steps forward.
Oh, so I was supposed to fight.
Yes, I wanted you to have your fun. And at this point, Despo looks and just goes, "Uh-oh."
Magnus is smiling. He's like, "You're looking at him like you're next."
I forfeit.
Did he actually? Are you actually making him forfeit?
I'm gonna hold on. I'll roll an insight to see if he genuinely thinks you are gonna kill him by that.
You're next, bucko.
Please tell me he's surrendering already.
I quit. Yes. He runs off.
I guess this means Magnus wins by default.
I
Yes, he
literally
does.
didn't. I literally won a match just by standing there.
Because you beat the champion. All right. So
Also,
you know what?
the cupcake twins have been defeated.
You guys
Yes,
are
the
making me
cup.
hungry.
I have avenged
All right.
myself.
So in this point, let's see. Who has not rolled a dice yet today? I'm looking. Has anyone not rolled a dice yet today?
The only person I can think of is Dell.
No.
No, Del rolled at the beginning. I
To-
think Aeon's the only one.
No.
I don't think. Oh,
And-
Aeon rolled. Oh, sleight of hand. Yeah. You know
I
what?
did
No.
Yeah.
I think I know who it is.
Lena hasn't rolled a dice.
Lena hasn't.
Yeah, Lena.
Actually-
Oh, Lena rolled a stealth check to run away
Ah.
to go and watch the match from afar.
No, it wasn't a stealth check to run away. It was a stealth check to stay hidden from Magnus.
There you go. All right. You know what?
So the only one
Okay.
that hasn't rolled. So the only one that hasn't done any rolls in this session period would be Aeon.
No, everyone has rolled.
I did too.
Yeah, everyone's rolled. Everyone's rolled. All right. You know what? Since she was looking so bored at all of this, Dell,
Yes.
roll a d20 for me. We'll find out who wins the last match of this.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
1d20.
so
Just a
happy.
straight
I just-
d20?
Great d20.
9.
9. Okay.
Oh, shut up.
Magnus is standing there right now with a smirk on his face
Yep.
and like arms crossed.
Yep. In quick succession, I think so. Yeah. With a bit of a struggle, you all watch as Bessie begins to push hard onto the table. Mystery's just there, and then you watch as a smirk, as in quick succession, just like that, and Mystery ends up winning in the blink of an eye. And you, the winner, Mystery! And you see everyone just sort of, and you see Bessie just sort of get up and go, no, you saw how fast he did that. There's no way he could have done that fast. And you watch as someone on the side goes, I was watching. And you watch as he casts Detect Magic. There isn't a single ounce of magic on this guy.
Do I even want to know what his plus strength is?
He's gonna keep it secret.
Of course I am. This is my fun character.
Well, I'm not betting next round.
That would be smart. Yes.
All right. At this point, Bessie just sort of just shrugs and goes, storms off. And at this point, Mystery walks up to you, Magnus, and goes, so you're the one who beat Deason, I presume.
I am.
Interesting. I didn't think there was some worthwhile opponents here after all.
Yeah.
And you watch as he pulls his mask away, and you see before you a interesting looking figure. I actually have to bring this up. You see, as the mask comes off, he begins to grow in size, bigger than Magnus, and even to roughly about 7'2" is the approximation.
Oh, time out.
You see a half orc figure with hazel-colored eyes, and he looks at you with a brief moment, and he goes, "The leader of the elements, huh?"
7'4". That's a dollar.
And who are you supposed to be exactly?
Let's just say, I was expecting your company.
Are you Black Pen?
My name is Stonebreaker, the leader of Velvet!
Oh.
I was actually coming to see you before I got sidetracked.
I'm aware. I wanted to test my reflexes beforehand. Guess I get to test them now.
Ooh.
God.
Oh, and by the way, he leans in close to you and goes, tell the Dragonborn that sent that message. Thanks for disturbing my time. I get to take the frustration out on you instead.
Uh-oh.
What message?
Oh crap.
This is when you remember the meeting you had in Helix of Goldie sending the message to Velvet to acquire an audience with Stonebreaker for the Resistance army for Helix.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh crap.
And then he leans in and goes, prove you're worth it. If you beat me here, I will give you your resistance. Fail, and you don't step foot in my town until you're worth it.
I hate to tell you this, but Helix is secure now.
No,
Oh.
idiot.
I think. Please tell me you didn't hear that.
You brat.
I don't think you heard that.
I vaguely heard something. I heard the defense thing.
He heard. Yeah,
I heard the is defended, and then at this, he actually then holds up a letter, and he holds it up, and actually the letter he shoves in your face, and it actually says following phrase: the hope finders are coming, as per the request of Titanus Ron and Lord Lorna.
Oh. How'd they get there? How did that get here before us?
There's a little thing called teleportation magic.
Well,
As soon as we received the message from your Dragonborn friend, we went to verify this for ourselves. Helix could use a little velvet touch, if you know what I mean.
Very well.
Now you know why I called it velvet.
All right. I look at it. It's like,
Can I die laughing now?
I was like,
Yes.
for fuck's sake, Raven!
I look at Raven, and the one thing is, Raven, do the zoom in again. There's something I should add. Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
I thought he was referencing a different meme.
No.
Dead.
Revive. All right.
Oh, I do have
he
a beard.
Yeah.
You do have
So-
that beard, Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. So he looks at you and goes, "Do you wish to try? You could always pull out now and save some dignity."
I was gonna ask you that same question.
You're actually gonna do this?
Let's do this.
All right. You
Oh,
watch.
dear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
He sits down in the chair and goes, "Let's go."
What are the odds for gambling?
I'm thinking 20 to 1 right now.
Do I look like I'm gonna bet any money? No, I do not. I am not betting any money whatsoever.
nope.
You actually look and
neither.
you see the bookies at this point writing new numbers in the paper.
Uh-huh.
They're thinking this is gonna be. If Magnus wins, it's the biggest payday they've ever
Alright,
had.
All right. All right. This is like Mystery X, who you have to fight if you steal from a Moogle. Oh, I was wondering about that reference. No, that wasn't my plan. All right. So at this point, if you bet on Magnus, it's looking like it is 60 to 1.
Oh yes, I'm going to bet another 20.
Wait a minute,
Jesus.
60 to 1. Doesn't make that like 1,200 gold?
Wait, is that
50
50 gold on Magnus? Oh no, what have I done?
You're gonna make them rich, is what you're gonna do.
Right.
You know what?
You're
You know what, Fudge? I'm gonna put 20 gold on Magnus.
Oh,
Oh,
doing 50? Oh, match.
Out of curiosity, what are the odds on the other guy?
what, on Magnus? On this guy to win?
On Stormbreaker?
On the other guy, on Stormbreaker to win? 2 to 1.
Guys,
Yeah.
if I win this, Aeon gets 3,000 gold.
God.
And
well-
since Moonraven put bet 20.
No, I'm matching.
See ya, Heidi.
I saw someone betting higher than me.
I hide it.
So basically, the coffer's gonna
Alright.
be empty by the time we're done with it. Yeah, basically, 12. I was right. It actually is 1,200 gold. The first bet was 1,200 gold.
Then let's dance, Chopper, if you want to do this.
Magnus sits down and puts his arm on the table calmly.
All right.
But first, I am gonna roll an intimidate. I'm gonna do some intimidation on his.
Oh, Jesus.
To throw him off a little bit.
All right. What are
Intimidation
you
is one of the better weapons of war.
Is
What are
Lena
you gonna
deafened?
say? She's gonna get food.
Okay.
I am gonna say, you know the reason I'm here, right? Or did you overhear me tell the other guy that the Denzin what I said? So let me tell Denzin what I said. I'm here for the honor of my team. My plan was to come down to Velvet later, but now that you're here, this could work too. I hope you really know what you're getting into, because I did just eliminate the champion of the last few years. No.
Roll intimidation.
12. No.
He looks at you for. God damn it, Aeon! Yeah, the bookie looks at you and goes, "Sorry, 1 bet per person."
Okay.
That's fun. Yeah, he leans in towards you and goes, "He may have been the champion, but one thing, I never entered yet.
What?
This is my first time."
Well then.
Meaning this is your first match, or this is your first time entering the tournament?
Oh,
The first time I've actually met someone I actually want to play with. Yes, Aeon?
I've just thought of something. I nudge Verdant, give him 225 gold, and tell him to bet on stuff later.
You asshole! You asshole! You're getting your brother to bet.
That's right, I am.
By the
I
way,
mean, to be fair, you do owe
moment.
Magnus some gold.
by the way, the cat looks at you at this point with a.
Bring it on!
All right. Zelion gulps, tugging the collar. Go.
I don't
Go!
know. Without there's the thing is without Liam's plus 11, I don't know whether I might win this one or not.
We'll see. The dice will tell us.
Yep. Oh, that's great because I'm not even
What's
going
his
to tell you what
plus, by the way?
I'm not going to tell you until this is over. So let's
At least tell me if it's higher than mine.
Maybe it's lower. You don't know.
You know what? I'll give you that. He's higher.
I'm gonna lose this.
Because I'd like to point out something. He said no magic. They never said anything about equipment.
Uh-oh.
He's wearing.
Okay.
He's
There, you look on his arm and you see a giant metallic hand with a couple of spikes and windstones colored all over it. And you actually watch as the fingers literally just go.
I look at the rest. Like, are prosthetics allowed?
That's not a. We've checked. That is not a prosthetic. That is an actual piece of equipment.
It's a gauntlet of ogre strength.
Even if it boosts his strength tenfold.
Yep. Equipment is allowed, for you have to prepare it yourself for the sake of this. It is testing your equipment's metal, rather than the magic capabilities of one.
But if it's magical equipment,
Oh, if it's a magically enhanced item, that's different. But we've double-checked it. Not a single ounce of magic is on his entire body or the item.
What about a magic spell? Or something that could counter a detect magic spell?
No.
At this point, Stormbreaker looks at you and goes, "Look, if you're gonna cry like it, then just fight me and get it over with."
I have an idea. Let's make this fight even. You take off your gauntlets, I'll take off these. He holds up he shows his hands with the gauntlets of ogre power.
Roll a persuasion check.
I think it's a -1. Nope, dead. 16.
16. All right.
I'm gonna do something fun.
Yep. He looks to you for a moment and goes, "Yeah, there's a slight problem with that."
And that is...
And he removes the cloak, and you see that his arm has been attached to the glove.
Oof.
It's not in the glove. His glove has become his hand.
Oh.
Oh. Boy.
This is
And
why
what
I
glove is that?
enhanced by the finest minds of velvet. Now, come.
I'm definitely gonna want one of those when I get there.
All right, what were you doing, Kotlol?
Just that Trip is now joined the crowd because of how so many people are cheering. Even Trip get Trip's attention at one point. So there's now a Furbuck among the crowd.
Give me advantage.
Wait,
a minute.
okay, so you tried the crowd. Wait, what's up?
I
What's
just
up?
remembered. Bardic Inspiration.
No, also influence.
That's a spell, isn't it?
That's the spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
What else?
You think I didn't think so far ahead, did you?
Seriously, Colin, do you have any abilities that will give me any advantage at all?
Sorry, you want Trip to do something? No, Trip cannot do something for you.
I mean, what Liam did was passive, technically.
No, she doesn't have any paths to help you.
I could play
Just
background
saved
music.
2 of those.
I could play background
That did
music.
help me win, so.
But there is a dragon. There is a little familiar with her.
No, that's side influence.
Who's going to be watching? So
Depends
let's
on what
have
you
some
do.
fun. Let's have some fun. Let's see what one of the dragons thinks of this. That's the fun part.
Oh, that's right, the dragon.
Oh.
Doggy.
Okay, dog's here. It's all right. I'll keep him for a moment. Just close the door and I'll keep an eye on him. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I've been influenced by dog.
So what? I'm being influenced by Cat, who's now in the closet.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh. Hey, Reggie, you stay with me for a bit. There you go. You stay with me.
Mhm.
All right. So, what are you doing?
All right, I
All
put
right.
my elbow on the table. I was like, oh, this is going to be either really quick or really slow.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's rock this.
All right.
All right. And go. Roll.
Nope.
What's that?
It's a 9. He
2.
is higher than me,
9?
so
2.
Yep. That is 18. Yep. Plus that. Yep. Beats that one easily within the
What
quick
did he roll?
succession.
You rolled an 18.
I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll just say he rolled 18. I'm not saying what he rolled, but I'm saying what his total is.
all right.
All right, give me a second here. All right, he pushes you one way in quick succession with a smirk and goes, "No." Roll again.
20.
13.
All right, yep. At this. Yep, you actually managed to beat him with that one. Just.
So is that...
You shove it back to the middle.
No.
we're doing...
Hi, dog. My dog's
How
going
about-
crazy.
Mind if I get another intimidation check or something?
I'll allow you one more, but this is your last one of it all.
All right.
I suggest you
Hey,
sit.
dog. Hey, dog. Dog, what do you think? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
You know.
Good idea.
But
Oh. No.
So if I
Hey,
do,
good boy.
what does it incur? I get your army, but obviously, but will I get something else? Will I get something different? I
We'll
know the
sort
reason
that.
I'm here and the reason you're here, but why did you? This is the first time you've entered this tournament. Why now? Why with me? Do I scare you? Do I intimidate you by getting in your head?
he said the name of the ability!
I'm just here for fun.
Do I need to roll intimidation?
Nope. You asked him why he was there. He's telling you the truth.
Fail.
Oh, hello. Do you want to eat the dice? No, don't eat the dice, dog. All right, roll.
Nope. I predict I'm not going to win that one.
No.
What's that one?
Not.
That one.
Mm.
Yeah. That's a shame because he rolled a 2 on the dice.
Wait a minute.
He rolled a 2 on the dice, but plus his bonus, he pushes you straight away.
Wait, think I might have figured out his bonus.
What is his bonus?
It's 8 or 9.
Roll. Ha!
No.
19, by the way.
19? Okay, that's cool. Tied! You tied on that one.
Oh my god.
Alright. Roll.
Not.
Natural 20.
No, it's like.
You know what? I'll be nice enough. That puts it natural 20. That puts him to 29.
That's 9.
So it is a 9.
Yes, it is a 9.
So there's only 2 difference. You need to roll always 2 higher than him to beat him.
Yeah, or I need to roll at least 1 or 2 higher.
No, 3.
Back to the middle.
2.
Okay, no, this is exciting. My dog is just sat here by the desk. He's just like, in fact, look here. That's what he's look like.
Oh, he wants
The
attention.
fuck? Oh, of course, he wants attention every day. Roll.
12.
Nope.
No.
He rolled 11 in total.
So it's what? It's back to none?
He rolled, yeah, back to meta. He rolled a 4 plus 9. Oh no, the 13. That's 13. Sorry, wrong number.
Wait, 4 plus 9?
Yeah, 4 plus 9.
That means he
13.
beat Chopper.
Yeah, yay.
So he's 1 away.
Yay. One away, Chopper.
I already predicted I was going to lose this one anyway.
Yep. Roll.
There's no way. in
No,
hell
he's
I'd win this
dead.
one.
He's dead. He can only tie now.
Yeah, that's 28 in total.
Yeah, no way. I knew it.
Wait, what did he roll?
3.
3. Yep. As you get close to the table, you put one last push on your ounce, and as he looks at you, he goes, "This has been fun, kid."
Oh,
Straight through the table. And at that point, he just looks at you and just sort of goes, "So this is the lot who supposedly defended Helix." He gets up.
To be fair, it
walks
wasn't
to the-
just me.
I know, but apparently a team is as strong as the weakest link. And so far, I'm not impressed. And he walks up straight to the desk, he grabs the money, and walks off.
Yeah, you all lost 50 gold.
well, I lost 20.
Yep. As for Aeon, with the other bet he made with Verdant, Verdant actually, because if you made that money there, Verdant does come back with some money for you. Verdant brought back 350 gold.
That's 175 profit.
All right.
But
At that point-
someone else made a profit. Chopper
Oh.
won 1 gold.
Yeah, well, actually, no, because he made it to the semis. The other person walks up, Argonaut walks up to you and goes, "You beat my champion, which is fair enough." And he hands you a bag of gold. You have won 5 gold.
Alright.
Mm.
Also, could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Yeah,
Because you're gonna get
add
that with
5 gold
I
in my
know.
bag.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution saving throw, which is +6.
Oh,
15.
15. Your hand is a little bit sore. All your strength checks for the rest of the day are at disadvantage.
Oh, great.
Lovely.
But with that, Argonaut sort of just gives the round of applause there as Stonebreaker makes his way out of the crowd, and he glances his eyes over in the direction of where Trilly and Trip are. He just looks over and he just goes,
Where am I located?
"Oh, I'd say you'd be close by." So yeah, you're there too. Liam, you're with Magnus at this point as well. Sorry. So he looks over at the rest and goes,
Tip looks
just
back and
walks.
Tip looks back and Fima doesn't comment as it Crimson is there to respond. So it's like he is quite the angry one.
Rude.
But yeah, at this point, the arm wrestling competition is over. So at this point, everyone begins to back up and goes, "All right, we will get ready for the sumo competition in just a few minutes. We will see you all for the rest of the day." And they begin to sort things out all there. So At this point, concerning that whole thing took nearly to 3.5 hours. Bloody hell.
Should have put some
Well,
fatigue
I know
rules
what
in.
Magnus is gonna do now.
Yep. That's D&D.
Magnus is gonna find the guys who called him a cupcake.
Which one?
Both.
Oh. I'll say you're able to find them. They're sort of one of them's got their hand in a bucket of cold water, which is the one that you beat, and then the other one's just sort of like, don't worry, pal. Don't worry, pal. It's perfectly fine.
Can Trip also follow Magnus?
Hello, boys.
Yeah, sure. I'll say Trip. You managed to see Magnus and just sort of follow. They look over at you, Magnus, and goes,
I have a question for you. Who's the cup? I get in their faces. Who are the cupcakes now? Yeah. At least he put up. I pointed to the one with the busted hands. At least he put up a fair fight. Sorry about the hand, by the way. I didn't mean to throw you through the table. Oh wait.
Don't worry, I'm listening. I'm just gonna let them out.
Okay.
So satisfying.
All right, one second.
Oh,
Oh, careful, dog.
Don't worry.
I now want cupcakes.
There we go. Sorry. Just have to let the dog out. All right. At this point, the two of them sort of just run off. They run off together.
Magnus is smirking. It's like, and my revenge is complete.
And at that point, Trip has just joined up with you.
Petty revenge much?
It was worth it. These guys are the ones that call. Remember, if you heard at the beginning, these are the ones like, oh, I had to fight the cupcake, and I threw him through a table. And then I beat the champion, and the other guy just surrendered immediately. I just looked at him, and he's like, I quit. So, good day all around, except for the last one. That was a beating.
We saw that.
Yeah, I kind of expected it. After seeing what happened with the other half orc, I fully expected it. So I'm not really taking that one as a loss, considering he has something attached to his freaking arm.
Yeah.
Oh, you still lost.
So that was actually Stonebreaker?
Could have been worse.
So that was actually Stonebreaker, huh?
Yep. I think Velvet's going to be an issue.
I think he's completely underestimating us.
Agreed.
I'm not trying to brag or anything, but there has to be a way to earn his respect somehow.
If he's still around during the sword tournament, I'll try and beat him then. Because arm wrestling is one thing, combat is another.
That's true.
See, if I beat him on there, I might earn his respect. Also, I'm a much better fighter than I am on arm wrestler, so. Even though I did put a guy through a table, I beat the champion. Oh my god, you have no idea how satisfying that table thing was.
My baby.
Seriously, I know one thing that Magnus does a lot, and that's his hatred for tables, because how many freaking tables break around him?
Pretty much. If anything goes wrong, it's either the piano breaks, or I throw someone through a table.
I forgot about that piano incident.
I haven't!
The one time that Magnus was shoved into a piano.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pianola. At least it wasn't a pianola.
Like Beard's alchemy joke.
All right, but
Alright.
with that said, the arm wrestling competition has come to the end. But there is one more thing. In fact, could I ask all of you to make a perception check for me, please? Every single one of you?
Already?
No, it's
Yeah.
not roll.
What's my plus 4?
Wait, no, it's -1. What? +1. +1.
Plus 3.
Mine is. Well, I got
11.
15.
7? Oh, wait.
17.
No, I'm just 7. I was going to say 17 because of me, but no, that's Liam. I'm just 7.
Yeah, okay. And just waiting on Aeon.
23.
Oh, 23.
Takes a while to come through from D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so for the lot of you except for Trilly, nothing else just strikes you out except a random thing. Trilly, from your spot in the stands, you do see something that catches your eye. You see, just faintly to the side, just behind the statue, you see Stonebreaker come back. And he's looking faintly at the rest of you lot, and you see him standing a bit to the side of the statue, and you see him mouthing. What do you do?
Okay.
Yeah, in short, so the best way to put it is, think of this as the statue. He's there, and he's mouthing to something in this direction.
Behind it.
Yes.
Could I attempt to, using my very small halfling stature as well, attempt to sort of stealth my way through the crowd and see if I can spot who he's talking to?
Sure, make a stealth check.
Or even get close enough to listen if possible, but
Sure, make a stealth check.
Oh, wait.
there we go.
This probably
I was
is
gonna,
the wrong.
I was gonna hold the finger up for an idea, but I decided, you know what, that's not.
Well, tell me what your idea is.
There's one being that didn't do his perception check that's also there.
Oh, you mean? I think I know who you mean.
Mm-hmm.
You're on about.
Yeah. He's still out.
All right. Yeah. You know what? Sure. You know what? Make a quick roll for Crimson. Perception +4.
Figured he had a better perception than Trip Shield. Dragons, after all.
Dragon.
Okay, let's see. No, he didn't notice. 11.
What'd you get?
11.
No. Yeah, nothing of this. 19. You get close enough, Aeon? Truly gets close enough. In order to get close enough based on your distance without a risk, you hide behind a nearby stall which is close by. And as you look behind the statue, you can't hear the conversation, but you see a black sort of portal behind the statue. And there is a figure standing in it, but it's too far to make a good outline of them.
Excuse me. Sorry.
It's all right.
What's the crowd like between me and the statue?
Right where he is there isn't that much. Basically, this portal, portal-looking thing, it's covered by the statue and a load of boxes that basically put it out of sight. So some people from the other side, if they're coming towards it, it looks like Stonebreaker is literally just talking to a dead end.
I attempt to stealth closer so that I can hear.
All right.
Get a glimpse.
Stealth check with disadvantage at this point. This shall be good. This should be good.
Uh-oh.
The problem is you used your halfling luck to save Chopper, so if you get a nat 1 here.
It doesn't help me, no.
Mm-hmm.
Please be high rolls.
Oh wait, those doesn't exist.
Please be high rolls. Please be high rolls. Please be high rolls. Please be high rolls.
But even then.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Yep, I'm afraid.
We're rolling.
Rolls.
It's taking a moment to load because plugin is slow and roll 20 is slow. Roll 20 is always slow.
Let him alone. Oh!
Nat 20 and a 10.
Disadvantage.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well.
So, let's see. Is it playing? Yes, there it is. All right. As you get closer, not completely there, but you find that you cause a bit of a disturbance. And you do trip on the way there, based on someone rushing by. And as you get close, Stonebreaker turns around, looks at you, and you hear a voice from the portal. Well, well, well. Isn't this an interesting sight to behold? If it isn't a halfling. Yes. I remember that face. Tell me, how's the other one doing?
Uh-oh.
And Stonebreaker at this point turns around and goes, you can't say too much. No. It's all right. This one couldn't do anything back then. And I'm pretty sure she can't do anything now.
Uh-oh.
Do you respond at all?
Aeon?
Yeah, I'm looking for options.
There's panic.
Scream works.
Scream.
At this point, you hit. Stonebreaker turns back to the portal and goes, "What should we do?"
You know what? Thank you, Stonebreaker. As he turns back and hopefully obscuring some of the view, I'll fucking run.
Yep. Okay. Make a stealth check with disadvantage to try to run out of there.
Stealth or dex?
I'd say, you know what? If you're trying to do it sneakily, stealth with disadvantage. If you're just booking it, dexterity with disadvantage.
So sneak or dex?
Yeah, basically, do you want to try sneakily get away, or do you want to just book it?
Really doesn't make any difference unless, to be perfectly honest. Do you know what? Stuff it. Let's try the stealthy approach again.
Go ahead. Stealth at disadvantage.
I very quietly start backing away, and
Loading. Ooh!
Yoink!
Oh.
I'm gonna do this a Dom move. What is that over there?
What? That is just pure luck.
Yeah, that's an escape.
Oh.
No.
Fucking
It was
loot.
like, look at your bow. Where?
Yoink!
God, also, Del, thank you for the Inazuma reference. Look, we're not falling for that one again. All right. So, Trilly, as you get up and sneak away, as you're doing this stealthily, you're able to hear one last bit of information from it, and you hear from the figure in the portal going, I presume it's best to get a hold of that one quick. She knows too much. And it's time we get back what is necessary. And Stonebreaker turns and goes, yes. What? Where? He punches a box, and you're able to just hear this box break. And at that point, I'll say because you stealthed, you're able to hide away just briefly, corner and close. And the one thing you actually hear in this process and goes, fine. Forget about the girl. Get the boy instead. And with that, the portal vanishes and Stonebreaker walks off. And that's where we're ending tonight's session.
Oh boy.
So how's that for a bombshell ending?
Well, at least I beat
Yeah.
the champion. That's all that matters to me.
We're gonna have to deal with
They all
this.
thought I would lose in the first.
So it appears that things are getting rather interesting. Who is this mysterious figure in the portal, and how is it connected to Stonebreaker? What exactly is the situation needing between the lovely halfling of Trilly or the other target in mind? And will the rest of the festival go through as smoothly, or is there going to be a few bumps in the road? Well, you'll have to tune in 2 weeks from now to see how this story turns out, because remember, next week we have the Pokemon D&D. So we'll go from this gripping ending to something more lighthearted, because I can tell you right now, on that session, we're starting with a fight. So that's going to be fun. But with that said, if you were charged with joy with this stream, be sure and hit the follow, because right now, perception's rolled low. I guess it's time for us to go. So with that said, it's goodbye from Kotlol. Maya! It's goodbye from Raven. Aw. It's goodbye from Chopper.
Later.
Goodbye from Dell.
Boy, everybody.
Goodbye from Lena and Heidi, with Lena on mute and Heidi there, so they both pretty much got food. And of course from, I'm sorry if I've traumatized him, Aeon.
Not my brother.
I cannot wait to see where this goes. Really, I can't.
Is interested in a bribe.
But with that said, and I am Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, signing off on Let's Play Live Perception Check. Until then, everyone, stay charged and catch you all later. Goodbye.